What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first official dating, sex, relationships, Polynesian podcast in the world. I'm excited today, y'all. We have a great show for you guys. We're gonna provide you guys some real, unfiltered, raw, if that's how you like it, content. I'm excited today, and we have prepared for you guys a great show for you guys. But we do have to start it off. I do want to start it off real quick to let everybody know this is for mature and adult audiences only. Oh yeah, you guys already know what time it is. You guys know what time it is. That's why we're here. It's called After Dark, aka Demon Hours, aka I am single. That's why I'm watching this. But nevertheless, before we start the show, we have to set the mood real quick. We have to set the mood real quick for you guys because we are talking about dating, sex, relationships. So you already know there's a mood for that type of thing, especially already know, especially things this hour of time. So there's a certain mood for that. So let me play a quick theme song real quick for you guys. Some Polynesian vibes, get the mood set up real quick, and we'll get this show started real quick. So here's the theme song.
See what you got. Let's see what you got with your theme song.
DJ Will right here, the After Dark session. Hey. Hey.
Bound to be my baby.
Hey. Come here. Hey. 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 Oh yeah, hope everybody's in the mood right now.
Hey.
Yeah. So what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Kava podcast After Dark session, live from California, Los Angeles. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for waiting my young ear to this show. But real quick, I want to know where everybody's tuning in from. Please drop a comment. Let me know. Rep your city. You guys already know. We want to know where you're tuning in real quick. And please, as Pacific Islanders, please show some love and share this live. Share this live. I want to reach out to as many people as we can. But without further ado, my name is Will. You know, people call me William during the day, but after dark, they call me Will.
During demon hours, you call me Will.
Demon hours after 10 o'clock, you only call me by Will. I am the host of this show. If you guys tuning in and watching me for the very first time, thank you so much for showing up. Please check out my content, my YouTube channel. I have more content on there, and I promise you guys, we have a great show for you guys tonight. If you've already been watching me, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. But yeah, now before I allow the beautiful ladies, the beautiful guests to introduce themselves, I want to give you guys the premise and the purpose of the Kava podcast After Dark session. As you guys know, I have a podcast during the day where I interview people and we talk about life, their story, happiness, love, success, growth. If you haven't seen it, go check it out on my YouTube channel. Please show some love and support and subscribe. But ever since I started my channel, a lot of people be asking me questions, and the majority of those questions, surprisingly, were about sex, dating, relationships. You know, the good stuff that we'll always think about. Some of us, but especially during this time after dark, that's the only thing we most of us think about. But ever since I started my channel, but yeah, you know, when people ask me these questions, I want to give you guys the best value to my audience and followers. And I thought to myself, you know what? The best way for me to answer these questions for you guys was let me ask the women directly from the source. So that's why I reach out to these beautiful ladies, and that's why I created this show, because I do know as Pacific Islanders, we rarely talk about sex, dating, and relationships. And I do understand there's a lot of people out there struggling to find some love. You know, everybody trying to find some love, right? Everybody trying to find love today. But I do understand people have no idea of what they're doing or understanding what men and women really want in today's modern social media age of dating. So I believe this is an important topic for us to discuss, because choosing your life partner and who you have kids with is one of the biggest decisions you will ever make that will impact your life forever. So I feel like it's very important for us to have these type of conversations. But first, I do want to put it out there that me and these beautiful ladies, we are not certified dating relationship experts. I just wanted to put it out there. All right. We are not certified in the dating, relationship, or sex, maybe in sex. Because there's gonna be a lot of a lot of you guys doing salsa tonight nowadays, but yeah. But today, we're gonna have some real deep, honest conversations about dating, sex, and relationships. So first, I'll allow the beautiful guests, beautiful ladies, to introduce themselves real quick. Yeah, I'll start off with Peti, and then we go to MK, and then we'll go to Tasha. So Peti, go ahead, introduce yourself real quick. Let everybody know who you are, where you from.
What's up, everybody? My name is Peti Green. I also go by Peti G. Daytime, I'm Betty. At nighttime, I'm Deppy. But I am 24 years old, and I'm from Shoreview in the Bay Area.
Hey, Shoreview, baby.
Yay, area.
All right, let's go. All right, we'll go to MK. Introduce yourself real quick, everybody.
Okay, so I have like multiple names for multiple reasons. But for the after hours, we're going to say MK Lonnie. And actually, I'm going to let you guys know it's not really after dark because I'm in Honolulu, Hawaii. And right now it's 3 hours behind you guys. So I'm not actually in the dark yet, but I can get dark.
Yeah. That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. Thank you. Nice to have you here on here, MK. And last but not least, Tasha, I'll let you introduce yourself real quick to everybody.
All right, hey y'all, my name is Tasha. I just go by Tasha throughout the whole entire day, no matter what time of the day. Don't matter.
A lot of Texas determined. That was a lot.
Oh my god. That's it. Just Tasha, daytime, nighttime, after hour time, demon time, anytime.
It's all good.
I'm from Seattle, so
hey. Okay. Well, thank you so much, ladies. Thank you for coming in and after dark. And we're ready to start this podcast real quick. So everybody that's watching, tuning in for the first time, I'll let you guys know how the format's gonna work for this show we have for you guys. So I will be asking, I have a lot of questions that a lot of guys have reached out to me. So I'm gonna ask these ladies questions a lot of guys have been asking, and they can give us the real truth, unfiltered, raw answer about a lot of these questions I'm going to ask them. And then, of course, the ladies, I will give them an opportunity to ask me a question that a lot of you guys may have, or a lot of you girls may have the same questions that you guys will ask me. And I'll give you guys the real, unfiltered, raw answer of what men really think and what men really want, because that's the whole purpose of the show. We want to know what men really think, what women really think, and what they really want in today's time to be in a relationship or attract somebody to be in a relationship. So you guys are ready? And of course, we're gonna have healthy conversations. You guys are more than free to, we're gonna have conversations, challenge each other and have some fun. And of course, please, you guys are live, you guys can comment. Please give me your thoughts, please give me your ideas and thoughts. So let us know what you guys think. We'd like to hear what you guys think about this conversation. So you guys all ready?
Yep.
You guys are ready?
Are you ready?
You better be ready for this question. You better be ready for this question. And like I said,
the question is,
and don't forget, we want the real answers. We want the real answer. I will call you out if I feel like you're holding back and giving me the political correct answer. I will call you out. So make sure we want to know the truth. That's why everybody's tuning in. So, ladies, the first question I want to ask you guys real quick, and then we'll start off from Peti, then MK, and then we'll go to Tasha to make it easy for you guys. So, ladies, the first question I want to ask you, this is what guys has been asking me, and I want to ask you guys. So, what do you guys really look for in men to be attracted to them today? And let's keep it real. In today's dating culture, we always have a casual relationship, and we have a relationship that we want to be in a committed relationship. So, what do you guys look for to be in a casual relationship, just to have fun, friends with benefits, just casual time? And what do you guys look for to be in a committed, serious, monogamous relationship? And I want to ask you, that's the question. That's the first question I want to ask you guys. And I started off with you, Peti.
So for casual, we definitely have to be on the same page. So he definitely has to be open. And he has to stimulate my mentality at the same time. Well, that's just for me. For I can't speak for all women, but even if it's casual or if we're trying to do commitment, he needs to altercate my intellectuality and give me a new perception of life that I never seen before. That's just for casual. Now for commitment, I have to go
she's like, all in.
All
we
right.
definitely need the bare minimum, which is trust, being honest, loyalty, communication. I think communication's a big one. He has to be a provider. He has to be stable. He has to be responsible. He has to be accountable of himself and all of his behavior and actions. He has to be respectful and he has to reciprocate it. Sorry, ladies, if I'm taking a lot. And he has to be mature.
He has to be mature.
That's it for me.
All right. So
she just laid that down.
Right.
Okay.
Well, hey.
Okay. All right. So I got you down for Peti. You said casual. You want somebody to stimulate in your ultimately
Everything.
intellectuality and everything, and commitment, trust, loyalty, communication, provider, stable, accountability, respectful, and mature. Sound about right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. So we'll pass it to MK. What do you look for in a casual relationship? You know, have fun after dark time, after dark hours, and commitment. What do you look for a guy that for you to settle down and commit to him?
I think in both casual and committed, you have to have some kind of physical attraction in that they gotta have some juju. You know what I mean? Like either way, if you're just like friends with benefits or you're actually going to be committed, there has to be some kind of juju that keeps you going. And I've been in relationships, long-term relationships where there was, and it keeps going. It keeps your mind stimulated. It keeps you stimulated. It keeps you wanting to be in the relationship. For casual, I'm just looking for fun, a good time. I'm all about humor. So for even committed and casual, it needs somebody that can understand me because I'm hard to handle. Like, I know that. Like, I'm like all over the place, but my shit is together. Like, my shit is together 100%. But I'm all about having a good time all the time. I want to laugh. I want to like just live life and enjoy life, both casual and committed. For more committed relationship, we're looking at loyalty. We're looking at trust. And for both, they gotta have a job. Like seriously, like some of these guys out there are trying to like, no, you don't even have a job, boy. Like get off your couch.
So do you...
and I'm just saying, and especially for like more of a committed relationship, like I'm not saying like we have to make the same amount of money, or I'm not saying that you just have an ordinary job, but you have to hustle. You have to show me that you have some kind of work ethic and you're out there hustling. And at this point in day and age of my age, like you're probably going to be divorced or you're going to have kids. So you better be responsible for those kids and you better hold yourself accountable for your past and not just like, oh, whatever, that's my past. Like you got to come correct as an adult because we're all adults, right? And so, I mean, that's basically more for committed. If we're just like whatever, then it's like whatever,
Okay.
I don't know if that all makes sense. That was a little bit much, but
no,
yeah.
that makes sense, girl.
I mean, I'm just like, no, like you gotta like, I respect the hustle, from anybody, but I didn't work this hard to get to where I am to drag you along. Like, no, sorry.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I got you down for casual. You want the physical attraction. You want that juju. You know what I'm saying?
Juju.
Whatever that is, you better have it. Some juju tonight. All right, some fun, humor. You want some fun and humor. That's what I got down for casual, and then commitment, loyalty, trust. You gotta have that job, son. You gotta have some work. Put in some work. You have to make the same amount of. You don't have to make the same amount of money. Just be responsible. Come correct. All right. We got you down. And last but not least, Miss Demon Hour herself, Tasha. What do you look for a casual relationship, and what do you look for in the committed relationship?
I think for me, for like casual dating, I'm kind of also with like Peti. Like you got to stimulate my mind before you try to stimulate my body. Like if I'm not mentally attracted to you, like I'm just not gonna be physically attracted to you neither. And like I don't know. I think for like casual, I can't do clingy. Please, if we are not dating,
No
please
hugs.
do not try to sit here and play like my boyfriend role
You
when
gotta
you are
go.
not my boyfriend. Okay,
Stay
let's
in
draw some
lane.
lines. Like you cannot be like, why aren't you answering? But like my calls, why aren't you texting me back? Like, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was obligated to like
Thank you.
stay in your lane. Like we're not in a committed relationship. Like, you do you and I'm gonna do me. But you know, like we can link if we both want to link, you know, that's what we on. But don't be over here trying to be all up in my business 25/8, talking about who's in your phone. Okay. Unless you pay my phone bill, please don't
Thank
worry.
you.
Like, I don't know. I can't do clean. I can't do like guys who still want to like act like they're in high school and be like, oh, like want to fall asleep on FaceTime with me. Like,
You don't want, you don't do the fall asleep after dark? After dark, fall asleep?
no, like,
There's
I'm
no
sorry,
sleeping
like,
after dark.
no,
Oh,
Casey, after dark comes the light, and before the light come up, I'm about to be back home in my own bed. That's where that
Seriously.
ends, okay? But I don't know, like just casually, like I like to have fun. I'm good with being comfortable. Like if I'm comfortable around you, like I'm just myself, and I like to laugh. I don't take anything serious. Like I literally laugh about everything. Like everything's a joke to me. I mean, you know, obviously there's a time where you need to be serious, and obviously there's a time when you don't. But if we're just like a casual thing, it's like, all right, cool. Like if we're going out, like I don't expect you to pay my bill. I don't expect you to do none of that. Like I can do that myself. You know, I mean, if like a guy offers and it's like, you know, like, no, I got it. Like, I'm like, okay, you pay the bill and I'll pay the tip. Like, that's just how I am. Like, whether it be like casual or like in a committed relationship, like I'm such a like 50-50 type of person. Like, I don't like people doing everything for me. So I always feel like I have to pitch in. But for like a committed relationship, I'm really big on communication. Honestly, for me, it's like if you're gonna be busy the whole entire day, it takes 0.25 seconds to text me and be like, hey, like, hey, I'm about to be busy all day. I'll hit you when I'm done. Like, I'm about to be like, okay, cool. But if you think you're about to go the whole entire day without telling me you're busy and not like I don't hear from you, at that point, you're single, I'm single, like, bye.
Thank you.
Because if you can't communicate the most littlest things to me, it's like, okay, there's no point in us talking at this point. And I hate liars. I hate liars. Dude, like I feel like I'm really understanding, regardless of what it is, that I don't feel like people have to lie to me. So if you're lying to me and we're in a relationship, especially if it's over something little, I'm just gonna assume that you lie about big things too. And you can just go elsewhere with that because I don't got the time for that. And I don't know, like, you know, just all that.
Just talk. No, that makes sense. That all makes sense. you can text somebody when you're taking a shit. Like, no.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, you're gonna go pee.
Not that
like,
busy.
Right. Like you're a dude, you must go pee. Like you don't even need both hands. Like, what are you
That's
talking?
What I'm saying. You can like so easy.
You can have your hand in one, like phone in one hand, and you know your little thing in your other hand. Just text me back. Like
some of us need two hands. You know what I'm saying? About just. All right, is that your list? Is that your list?
Yeah.
All right, so I got you down, Tasha. Casual. You don't want anybody that's clingy. Stimulate your mind. To have fun. 50-50, and then like I said, for commitment, just communication, and you don't want any liars, and you don't want anybody to do everything for you. Sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, I do have something for you guys. I do want to challenge that on you guys. Before I do challenge you guys, I want to challenge you. I'm gonna call you guys out. I'm about to call you guys out because, but I'm gonna ask you guys real quick one more time. Do you guys have anything to add to your list? So these things, what you're saying is if these guys have these things, you will give them time and you will give them an opportunity to talk to you and be attracted, and you'll be able to be attracted to them.
Make sure you have your life like semi together.
Thank you.
Know, like,
all right.
You know, like MK said, like, please don't try to talk to me. If you like damn near 30, but like don't got a job, don't got a car, live in a house full with nothing but your family, yet you always broke, like that's all just red flags. Like, don't try to talk to me, please.
All right, cool. And a quick question for all you guys. When you say about having a life together, have a job, do they have to make the same amount of money as you, or do they have to make more money than you?
I think they have to make it like to a certain level.
Yeah.
Like I can't be dating someone that works at 7-Eleven right now. I mean, I don't want to sound cruel, but like I'm educated, I have degrees. Like I'm not saying that I need to date a lawyer or a doctor. I mean, I'm not even gonna go there, but I'm just saying, like, I dated people that made less money than me, and I'm not like bothered by it, but you got to show some sort of hustle, you know?
So you'd be okay if he dated, if you'd be okay if the guy made less money than you, even though if he's hustling, but you made, but as long as he's making less money.
But if you can pay half the rent, if this fool can pay half the rent and half the bills, we're golden. You know what I mean? Let's meet like 50-50. And if you can at least, I'm not asking you to pay my bills. I'm asking you to pay my Macy's, my Victoria's Secrets, and all that shit. Like, I got me for that. But your basic needs, your food, your shelter, like, all right. I mean, you got to at least be able to pay that, because you would be paying that on your own anyways if you weren't in a relationship, hopefully.
Okay. All right. So just to clarify for you, Tasha, does a guy have to make the same amount as you, or less or more? Just clarify.
I mean, he doesn't have to make like more than me. I mean, I don't mind dating people who don't make as much as me. I have, and I mean, I'm not bothered by it, but I think it just depends on how they prioritize their money. If you're spending your money on like going out and trying to like show off to like other people, you know, for the media, like, oh, exactly, like you're living your best life and buying things, yet like your bills and your rent and stuff isn't paid, like
for the gram, girl, for the gram.
Like, I'm sorry, but it's a no for me. Like, I don't know. I don't mind dating somebody that makes less money than me as long as they have their priorities straight.
Okay. And then Peti, would you same question, when it comes to income for the guy, does he have to make less, equal, or more for you to be in a relationship with him?
100 times more. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, he has to be just down to be a go-getter. If he's a hard worker, if you can make something out of nothing, man, that's basically all I'm asking for, because it's the ambition, right? You don't want to be with a still person, someone stuck from like 10 years ago. It's like, God damn, how did I get here? So yeah, as long as he's a hard worker and he has like that energy to keep on going, he's down to be a go-getter, like that's all that matters.
Oh, okay.
All right. If he's a millionaire, I'm just saying.
Okay. All right. So yeah, besides any added additional thoughts before I want to go hard on you guys because I'm ready.
Are we ready for it?
I'm locked and loaded. Oh yeah, I'm about to fire the shots. I told you guys to be honest. I told you guys to tell us the truth. But I have my thoughts. Anybody want to add anything before I say my piece?
No, I think we're good.
All right, cool. All right, so for me, I listened to all you guys. You guys gave me the qualities of what you guys wanted, right? And this is for me. Basically, what I look for, what I feel like one of the struggles, why people struggle today in dating today. I feel like because people are not accepting the reality of what men and women truly want. Because if we actually say what we really want, a lot of people are just afraid to be canceled, of being, there's so much political correctness nowadays. If we actually be honest of what we want. So one thing I do want to ask you real quick. So you told me that these are the qualities that you guys all have, and I know a lot of guys right now. I know a lot of guys that have these qualities, and they struggle to attract and get in relationships with women, right? So one thing I will ask you guys real quick. Number one, if all these guys, I'm gonna ask you this question. If you met a guy that had all these qualities that you guys just said, all right, I hope you guys ready about the shot fire right now. If you met a guy that had all these qualities, none of you guys ever mentioned height. He's shorter than you.
He got to be at least 6 feet. At least
see,
6 feet
that's
minimum.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm saying, so all these guys, that's what I told you, none of you guys said height, which I know for a fact that you guys, that's something that's important to you guys, but I'll go more deeper why that is for you guys. But like I said, that's what I'm saying is, so for all you guys, would you be able to date a guy that's shorter than you?
No.
I'm down. They short for something.
So Peti, you date a guy that's shorter
but
than
is
you?
their feet big?
I don't know. That's the chance you have to take.
Peti, how tall are you? My question. Hold on.
Hey, if you got some feet pics right now, post it on your comment. Let's see. So Tasha, that's a no for you?
No, I couldn't.
You can't do that. So do you have a specific height that you want?
I'm like minimum 6 feet.
So 6, you can't do 5'11",
At least
5'10"?
6 feet. If you're anything under 6 feet, like,
all right.
I have to really like you for me to consider even talking to you if you're shorter than 6 feet.
You gotta come with something else.
You better be packing somewhere else if you don't got the height. Better have taller somewhere else, okay?
Oh, you gotta be packing somewhere else.
Something better have height on you, boy.
Right.
All right. Nice. They gave hopes to some guys out there. All right. All right. So Tasha, that's a no. You has to be 6 foot. MK, what about you? Just to clarify.
I literally dated someone that was like my height. I prefer them a little taller than me. I mean, because I like to wear high heels, like when you go on dates and stuff, and it just looks awkward when they're shorter.
What's the height? What's the specific height that you're looking for?
I mean, I want to say let's say 5'8" and up. But I have dated people that are like my height, so it's not like I wouldn't. But I'm, they gotta have juju. I told you.
Okay. So 5'8", that's you. So as long as they're 5'8", nothing. You can't do 5'7", 5'6".
I mean, I would prefer 5'8" and taller, but it, like I said, it depends. It just depends on the person, I guess. Depends on the attraction.
What do you mean depends?
I mean, like if I'm super attracted to them and they're short, then it's like, okay, whatever. Like if we're like the same height, I don't want to date somebody that's shorter than me because I'm only like freaking 5'3", okay?
Oh,
so if you're like shorter than me, then you're short as hell. But like,
if they had all those qualities that you mentioned, loyalty, trust, job, we have the responsible, become correct, but they're 5'3" and less. No.
It would just be weird. It would be weird to me. I know.
Okay. All right. That's good. All right. And then Peti, does the height matter to you? Specific height that you date?
I mean, it does, but I met a lot of cool short guys, and I don't mind that piggybacking on me. I put them against the wall. Okay, stop it.
I'm slam them around.
Pop them up a little bit.
Oh my goodness. But I do have to agree with Tasha. 6 and up is pretty ideal.
So so you 6 foot is what you're looking for.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll take anything.
Hey, no, we want the name. No, we don't want that answer. Give us the real answer. What are you willing to?
I know you're gonna come in my DMs and be like, I was just kidding.
I was trying to be.
It was just a joke.
No,
just a joke.
Stupid.
Jojo is humorous.
We just wanted to hee ha ha kiki a little bit.
All right, so 6 foot. So what I'm getting from all you ladies that we're gonna keep it real. You guys want a guy that's taller, and preferably you guys want a guy that's over 6 foot. For Tasha, and for Peti, and then for MK, she just, as long as you're taller than her, You got that juju. You're good to go, right? Right, MK?
Good to go.
Good to go. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, that's one thing. You know, height is something that matters to a lot of women. I do want to ask you also, income. So, I believe income is an important piece when it comes to what to attract a lot of women. I do want to ask you real quick. So, are you guys willing to marry a guy that makes less money than you? Being in a committed relationship with somebody that makes the guy that
I mean,
makes
I
less
almost,
money than you.
I almost did. So does that count?
Nope, almost doesn't count.
I would have too. I really would have.
Would you guys be able to? So Tasha, would you be able to marry a guy and be in
think
a
so.
long-term committed relationship if he chooses to just stay in the way he's at and just make less money? But he has all the other qualities. He has all the other qualities you're looking for, but you're gonna have to be the main provider. But you're always gonna be make more money than him.
That's hard.
Keep it real.
I mean, if he's like doing what he loves, like if he loves what he's doing in his life, and if he makes less money than me, then I mean, I wouldn't mind. I would support him in his dream, and if where he's at is what he loves doing, then yeah. But I mean, if it's not what he loves to do, like, you know, if it's not his dream job, then I probably would try to push him.
What if his dream job was like McDonald's? That's his dream job. He's happy.
I mean, I heard like the CEO makes a lot.
Hey, I'm just going off what you said. You say as long as he's happy, let's keep. That's what you said.
I mean, if it's helping like pay our bills and helping pay our rent, taking care of the kids, then I wouldn't mind.
All right, but helping is like 20-80, 10-90, 50-50. Because if he's working McDonald's,
it can't be 80-20 all the time. Because like I'm gonna have my days where I'm gonna fall short, and I'm gonna need you as the man to pick up where I slack in.
He's only working at McDonald's. He's only working at McDonald's and he's happy. That's all he can give you.
If you're working at McDonald's, like I probably wouldn't even be talking to you. So
thank you.
Like you have to have some kind of goals for me to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I have like goals, and if we're not pushing each other to be like the best versions of ourselves, I can't be there for you. Like I can't be that person for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So okay.
If his dream job is McDonald's, no, I don't think I could marry somebody that would make less than me.
Okay. Would you so when you say like less, there's you're cool, okay, if it's not a McDonald's, but you're cool being the person to pay majority of the bills and make the most amount of money in a relationship forever if you go with this guy. Yes or no?
Forever's a long time.
Hey, that's what marriage that's what marriage is. That's keep it real. Like would you date a guy that makes less than you? And marry. Like, would you be in a very long-term committed relationship with him and eventually marry forever, and you're the one that's gonna be the highest earner in the breadwinner of the family?
Like how much less are we talking, Will? Like there's like big gaps, there's little gaps. Like
whatever you make, he's always gonna make less. You're always gonna be the one making the most amount of money.
Yeah, I think I would.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So you'd be cool being the breadwinner.
Yeah, but I mean, if you start depending on me too much, and if you get too comfortable where you at, then don't be surprised when you get hit with them.
Hey, you can't go back. All right, cool. And then Peti, what about you? Does a guy have to make? Would you be okay if you go into a long-term relationship and marry a guy? Does he have? Would you be okay for him to make less? What's your thoughts on that?
He has to be a breadwinner like me.
So at the same level or more?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
You can't be the one always you can't be the breadwinner and making the most amount of money?
No, because for me, I just feel like, then why you're here? I don't need you. You're just working. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, like, I just feel like money's not money's evil. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't be a factor. But, if we be in real life, he has to be
it
the
is
same
important.
or more. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Peti, he has to make the same or more, and then MK the same or more, right?
Well, like I was in a long-term relationship going in as knowing that I was going to be the breadwinner. We split up for different reasons. And I was fine with knowing that. But at the end of the day, if like Fetty said earlier, you have to have some sort of ambition and you have to want more. Like at one point I was working 3 jobs. Like that's a lot for me to support a family. And to me at this point in time and age, my kids are grown, so I wouldn't need someone to like help me at home. But like if I'm gonna make more money and I'm gonna be the breadwinner, then I would expect like go buy groceries and cook dinner when I come home once in a while, kind of like a role swap of what was expected of a woman. As far as like cooking dinner, cleaning, shit like that, I would expect like vacuuming once in a while. Like I'm not going to be Mary Poppins, your housemaid and the breadwinner all at the same time. So yes, I can say that I would totally commit with someone that is not making the same amount of money as me. Because at this day and age, it is hard to find someone that is going to make the same amount of money as me. I know that. Because a lot of the people that are my age, or a lot of people that's making the money that I make is already in a relationship. They're already in long-term relationships, or maybe not, maybe they've fallen out. But I mean, that's the reality of dating right now. So yeah, I'm open to dating someone that makes less than me, but you gotta, like I said, you gotta come correct in other areas. It can't just be like me doing the whole role as wifey plus being the breadwinner. Like that shit ain't gonna fly. Like I ain't doing that again for sure.
Yeah, and you wouldn't marry somebody for the rest of your life that makes less than you, right?
No, I mean, I'm like I would.
You would?
I'm saying is like I would, but like also what Tasha said, like you have to kind of want more. Like if I want more, you want more. Like we should be striving every day to be better.
He doesn't. What if you meet a guy who doesn't want more? He's like he has all the other qualities, but he just doesn't want more. He's comfortable with that.
I can't. Like I need to be with someone that actually like stimulates my brain, that wants more out of life. Like I mean, I live in Hawaii. You know how expensive it is to freaking live here. It's expensive, and I want to do shit. I want to travel. I want to do stuff, and I don't want to be the only one putting out to do the extras.
Okay, all right. So, all right, and so we went by height, we went income, and the last thing I do want to ask you guys real quick, what about masculinity? Do you guys prefer a guy that's very masculine, very confident, or you prefer guys that's very submissive, feminine? What do you guys want? Do you guys want
a simp?
So because that's something I didn't notice. None of you guys ever mentioned on the qualities you guys said. I didn't see anything about masculinity. Some, but like do you want your guys to be the dominant guy, to take charge, take control, be the leader, or do you prefer a guy to be super nice, just on your beck and call, just whatever you say goes, you make all the majority of the decisions? Or do you want a guy to know what he has a plan, he has a purpose, he's gonna lead, you just follow, and he's gonna be the one running the show? Like, because that's the conversation here. I do want to ask you guys real quick. Start with you, Tasha. Do you want to be the one in charge of the relationship, or do you want a guy to be dominant, very masculine, and he leads the way?
I can honestly say I'm a middle type of person. Like you can't be too dominant, but you can't be like a little B word, because if we're out and about and somebody like trying to call me on my name, I mean I can handle myself, but if you're not trying to step for me, like
thank you.
Yeah. And when
if I gotta step for both of us, then
and when I say dominant, I know in today's society when people say dominant, they kind of like do you use it to get tied to like the worst case scenario? It's very control. I'm talking about a guy that's not. When I say dominant, I don't mean like controlling. I'm trying to put you down. A guy that's very dominant, which he knows he's a man. He's gonna protect you. He has a dominant masculine presence, but he's respectful of you at the same time. But he ain't, he ain't no B. That's what I'm talking about.
I think I'd probably say that would definitely be me then. I mean, like, I don't know, because me and dominant personalities, like, 'cause I have a dominant personality, so it's like, if I do try to tell me something, like, no, I mean, I'm about to be like, I don't know who you're talking to, because it ain't me, but okay, I'm about to go do that, like, depending on the situation. Hold on, depending on the situation, like, depending on the mood that whatever we're in, but I don't know. Right. I would say, I would. Okay. I would want my man to be like dominant, like, but also have like be like a nice little sweetheart.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you want a guy to be dominant, be a leader, and take charge of the relationship, but still be respectful of you and everything you want.
Yeah, like a sweetheart to me, but an asshole to everyone else.
Okay. All right. Okay. Nice. What about you, MK? Submissive, feminine, or do you want a very masculine man, very dominant man?
Well, first of all, there's one place where they can be dominant. The only place that they can be dominant with me.
Okay.
No, I mean, I like Tasha. I have a very strong personality, and I know I like to be the boss, and I know I like to, rule everything. I know that about myself. But sometimes I need some hard rubs, I know I need somebody that's going to be like, look, and put me in check once in a while, not all the time, but once in a while. All right. And like I said, I have a very strong, aggressive personality. Like that's just me by nature with everyone, period. And I know that, and I try to tone it down, and I try to be submissive. But I don't want a total submissive person. I don't want somebody that's going to be like a simp and do everything I say. That's not what I want.
Okay. No simps.
Like I want like some bad boy in certain times. like, if I'm out somewhere and someone's like Tasha said, someone's going to call me out or talk shit to me. Like, I don't want to be the only one, like, you know what I mean? Like, because I'll run my mouth, I'll start a fight in a bar. I don't give a shit. You calling me out? But I would want my man to like back me up in that sense. Not like I'm always picking fights, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm out somewhere and someone's coming at me, I want my man to stand up for me in those sort of situations, but not disrespect me, not, abuse me in that sort of way.
Okay. So you do want a masculine man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Masculine man, you want to be hold down. Right?
Not be tied up. I'm just kidding. Tied up. I want to be handcuffed here. Where's the red room? I'm just kidding.
Bring the blindfolds.
Okay. All right. Okay. So both 2 out of 3 so far. Very dear. You guys want the masculine dominant man. And then the last but not least, can we go 3 for 3? Peti, what do you want?
Where's the masculinity at? I want the masculine.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Say your piece.
Oh yeah, I just always felt like I was a masculine woman, similar to MK, a strong, aggressive personality. And I always said, ever since I was a little girl, if you can be more of a man than I am, you just might be the one. So I like to be put in my place. I'm very strong, and if a guy just like shoots me down, I'm like, okay, not bad. But yeah, definitely masculine. Just because I'm how strong of a personality I have, I need just as a strong personality too.
Okay. All right. So 3 for 3 for masculinity. All right. Okay.
Yes.
You guys want that masculine man. All right. So that brings me to my point, and that's why I asked you guys those specific questions, because I feel like the problem, and you guys can jump in anytime. I'm just sharing you guys my thoughts and what my observations of why people struggle today. I feel the problem is today, especially for dating, especially for the men, that we grew up in this like Disney Disney age, that we see the Disney movies that, you know, in order to attract a woman, it's like be this super nice, submissive, you know, super like a simp, honestly, like we just super nice. But the thing is, but the reality is a lot of these guys I know personally that have, they're very nice. And you guys seen it, you know, the old saying that nice guys finish last. You guys see this, and we see all the girls that always attracted to the very to the bad boys. But that's one thing I want to say for everybody that's watching this. If you understand like the sexual attraction of women and men, you know, men are masculine, women are feminine. And if you guys look into it, you should look into it. But both, can we all agree that men and women have different love languages of what we're attracted to? Can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
What you guys are attracted to from a woman's perspective is going to be different from what men are attracted to from a man's perspective. So the one thing I notice is like, you know, that as men, you know, for women, as men, that with the way we show our love is provision and provide. And that's how we show our love. And for you guys are it's really important for you guys. You guys like security, right? You like security. You want to be protected, and that's why I told you guys. That's why I feel like that a lot of people don't know. A lot of guys don't realize that being masculine and having a job is really, really important to attract a female today. Because I often hear a lot of guys complain, oh, these girls, you know, they want me to have a job, they want to have this, they want to be masculine. And I'm like, well, that's what they want. That's what they're really attracted to. They are very attracted to masculine men. You have to be confident. You have to know what you want. You have to be a leader. Yeah, income, right? A lot of women, you know, say they want a man that's going to come and take care of them, because being secure and having somebody take care of it is important for a lot of women. Because if you think about it, if you go back into the caveman days, right? Well, what did the men do in the caveman days?
They get their ass up and go hunt.
They go hunt. Exactly. They went hunt, right?
Mm-hmm.
They went and hunt. They went out, went up and went and hunt.
Yes.
So like I said, perfect, right? And so remember in the caveman days, we didn't, like, our intelligence and our brain wasn't fully developed. So we just acted based on our instincts of what we were attracted to. So for men, they just went and hunt. And what did the women do in the caveman days?
Cook, wash the kids.
Yeah. And then when he came
babies.
to make babies. And then when he came to selecting a partner, what did you go? You guys always went to the man that was what? Back in the caveman days.
What was your question?
In the caveman days, like for the women, right? Because if you wanted to survive as a woman back in the caveman days, you always were attracted to what type of man?
Oh, to the masculine man that has
Tarzan guy.
Exactly.
Around,
Exactly. So you guys were always attracted to the masculine man that was going to give you the protect you, provide for, give you the food, because that's how you guys would survive, and also give you offspring to start a family. And if you understand human attraction, sexual attraction, that's always been the same throughout time. That the way we as men, the way we show our love is we always show our love through provision, protect. And then for women, you guys are always attracted to the guy that's going to give you the most amount of security, right? So that's why for a lot of women today, like I said, you guys want a guy that's going to come in here and have a good income, very masculine. And I feel like for a lot of guys today, can we all agree if a lot of guys today are like hella feminine?
Yeah.
hella feminine, and they struggle to realize why they're not attracting a lot of women. And
yeah, it's true. I always say I have more testosterone than most of them.
Right.
That big dick energy comes through.
Yeah, that big energy. All right. Yeah, that's facts. And like I said, you know, and of course, if we ask women, right, and honestly, that's what women really want. You guys want. That's why you guys are attracted to taller guys. There's always been back in the caveman days. Like you guys want that guy that's gonna come and protect you, provide you. That's why height is important to you guys. And that's why I mentioned earlier before, we're not accepting the reality of what people want. Women want a guy that's tall, that can provide an income, and want a guy that's masculine. So as men, we have to accept that. You know, that's one thing I do notice with a lot of guys. They complain, oh, you know, she wants me to make this certain amount of money. I'm not masculine enough. I'm very submissive. I was like, yeah, that's what they want. You have to sit there and do whatever you have to do for yourself to improve that as a man. But on vice versa, flip side to the women, you know, for guys, we have to be the one, like we want to be the one to provide. And that's how, the thing is that the struggle, what I see nowadays, and you guys can jump in and let me share your thoughts. I do notice that some women today are very masculine, especially if you're very independent, especially if you live your own life and make your own money. All right. And like I said, you guys are free to do so. But I do have a lot of girlfriends and friends that I know that struggle to attract a woman. I'm sorry, attract a man. But I do notice they're very masculine themselves, and they'll complain about, oh, why I'm not attracting a guy. And I tell them straight up, well, you're giving up a lot of masculine energy. And for guys, that there's something that we're not attracted to. Like for most guys, like they're very attracted to the most feminine type of woman, and and of course they want to be the one that makes the most amount of money. When a guy sees a woman that makes more money than them, for a lot of guys, like you said, that's not something they're attracted to. Because do you guys feel like that if you meet a guy that makes less than you? Because I often hear a lot of women say things like, if the guy doesn't want to date you because you make more money, then he's insecure. You guys ever said that or hear that before?
I definitely think there's some sort of intimidation. Like, you can't deny that. Like, I'm not going to deny. I think that I intimidate most guys. Like, and I really don't care.
No, yeah.
But yeah, I think that's one of the major things. But like, I'm not going to change who I am.
Yeah.
And everybody has different backgrounds, so everybody has different struggles and different things that we got to where we are at this point. But yeah, I definitely think there is a off balance with the intimidation. Some guys don't really care, but it also depends if it's in a casual relationship or if you're like trying to look for a committed relationship. Because in a casual relationship, the guy doesn't give a shit. He just wants to bang you. Like, he doesn't care how intimidating you are. He likes that shit, especially in the bedroom. He's down for that shit. But if you're looking for a committed relationship, it's like, oh my God, like, now I gotta go do this. Now I gotta work hard. Now if I want to hit it, I gotta go get a job. I gotta go do this and I gotta go do that to make it work for the committed relationship. So yeah, there's definitely an off piece there.
Yeah, well, I do want to challenge you on that piece, because that's something I do hear from a lot of women say, if a guy is making less money, he is intimidated. But that's what I was saying is, like, in my personal experience, it's not even about intimidation, because that's just that we're not attracted. For you guys, let me ask you a question. If you guys see a guy that's very successful, make good money, say he's makes 100, owns a business, entrepreneur, makes 6 figures, makes a lot of good money, is that attractive to you guys? And he loves you, and he has a lot of qualities, but he's got his life together. He has a good job, good career, making good money. Is that attractive to you guys at all?
Let me see his picture.
All right, make it easier. He's a millionaire.
Yeah, anybody's gonna be attracted to a millionaire.
Yeah.
Whatever I gotta do, man. Whatever I gotta do.
Like, yeah, like I said, when
you
you see a guy, you just see him. Oh, that guy, like, he has his life together. He has a good job. And when you see guys like that, when you meet, like, is that something that's attracted to you? Like, when you see men like that,
it's attractive, but I don't think I would be with someone like that, just because I don't care for your money. Like, money is something that I can get on my own. You know, like, I just feel like there's nothing in this world, no matter how much money you got, you could be a millionaire. Like, and if you're trying to talk to me, but like, if you're an asshole, like, I'm good. Like, we're good. Like, I don't want.
No, yeah. Oh no, I'm not talking about ass. I'm just saying is when you meet a guy for the first time, like I said, just in public, and you see that he has a good job, he's very career oriented. Is that something that you're like, damn? Like, does that attract you?
I wouldn't say it attracts me, but it catches my attention. Like, it's like, oh,
is that the same?
Is that the same?
That's insane. That's insane.
Catch me, attract me, whatever.
Oh, there we go.
That's the same thing. Catches your attention. All right. So yeah. Okay. So what about you, MK? When you see a guy that's very, like, some guy that's very he has a career, got his life together, makes good money, is that attractive to you?
In a sense, I mean, I'm not a gold digger, but
no, I'm not. Look, I'm not saying you're a gold digger.
But honestly, like, most guys that have their shit together and they're like that or whatever, like, they're arrogant. I'm not trying to be with somebody arrogant. I'm not trying to be with somebody showy and it's gonna be like, I shouldn't know right off the bat. I shouldn't know how much money you make. Like, if you're trying to get at me, like, when you're saying like meeting in public and it's like, okay, he has a suit on, this and that, okay, whatever. Like, I'm not trying to be about like the show.
I'm just talking about, like, I'm just saying, like, I'm just talking about initial attraction. You just meet a guy, you just in public, we don't know if it's arrogant or not. I'm just saying, you just see him that he has his life together. He looks good. He has a good job. Is that attractive to you?
Yeah, I think it's worth a shot.
Yeah, right. Well, most of you guys. So all you guys would say the same thing. You'd be attractive. You're happy to meet a guy, and he's got his life together, and he has a good job.
Tasha's laughing.
Tasha.
No, bitch, I gotta make more money than you.
No, that's not my mind.
But Tasha, would you be attractive? You keep it real. If you saw a guy in public and then he has his life together, good job, career oriented, and like, is that something you deserve a second look? Oh, damn, who's that guy?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So no, but that's what I'm saying is, for guys, I'm be honest. I'll give you guys my the male perspective when it comes to because our love language is provide and protect. Like, we want to be the man to provide and protect for the woman we love. What you do as a woman, like, literally, that's not something that's attractive to you. So when I meet a girl, like what she does with her career is not something that it would be impressive. If I meet somebody a girl that has a good job and has everything good for herself, that's impressive to me, but it's not something that's gonna be attractive to me. I'll be thinking in my mind, that's why I want to be with this person. And I feel like that's women, for most women, that's something that's very attractive to you. So that's what I'm saying is, when you meet these guys that you say that they don't want to date you because they're intimidated by you because you make more money. What I'm saying is, for guys, we are attracted differently. So when we see a woman that does makes more money, we know for a fact that it's not attractive to us because we always want to be with the woman that we want to provide for. Because that's always how we've been since the beginning of time, since the caveman days. And what the struggle with a lot of women today who make a lot of money is, like I said, is the more money you make as a woman, the more independent you are. And because the more masculine, because you all said you want masculine men, right? Masculine men.
Yes, we did.
The more masculine, I'm gonna give you guys to be real. Like, the more masculine a man is, the more, I'm telling you, the more he wants a more feminine woman. And I do think that a lot of the women today, and this is just my observation, a lot of women today who are very masculine, and they want that masculine man, but they don't realize that the energy they're putting out is actually repelling a lot of these men. Because my conversation with my guy friends that are very masculine themselves, when I have conversation with them, I'll give you guys the real truth. They prefer more masculine women, and when they meet women who are very masculine, that's just something they're not attracted to. It's nothing against you. It's just, like I said, we just have different attraction. The same reason why if you meet a very feminine man, like you guys all said, you don't want a submissive man. You don't want a guy that's very submissive or like a simp. And you guys just won't even, you guys don't even look their way. All right. It's the same thing with men. The way we show our love language is we always want to provide and protect for the woman we want. So we meet a woman that makes more money, or she's independent, she's very masculine. It doesn't turn, there's no signal within us like, oh, I want to be like, there's no attraction. So it's actually like we get repelled away, and we always want to go with the more feminine woman. So and that's my thoughts on that. So for me, I feel like the most important thing what women want nowadays, they just want a masculine man. They just want income. They want a stability. You guys want somebody that can protect you. And if you can't make it up with the height, then make it up somewhere else.
No, but I think that you're absolutely right. They're looking for more feminine women or whatever. But at the end of the day, they still want to bang someone else that is more of their. So that's why they end up cheating and in everybody else's DMs, boobs and ass hanging out. That's why they're in the DMs, because they're wanting that feminine woman so that they can be the provider. But at the end of the day, their shit wants to provide somewhere else.
And I'll take it.
That's the reality of it.
Hey, do the bomb sound. Do the bomb sound.
I've got to ask you guys this question. Do you guys want Polynesian men?
Polynesian men, yeah.
Or like, what's their first choice? Polynesian men. What's their first choice?
Definitely.
Peti, you want a Pacific Islander?
Yeah, but I'm all around the world, so
it's worldwide.
Okay.
Who want it?
All right. What about and then so MK, you want a Pacific Islander man?
I mean, that's basically my first choice. Yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. And then what were you, Tasha? You want a Pacific Islander man?
I don't discriminate. But I mean, it just seems like all I attract are these Polynesian people. So these other people are too scared to talk to me because I'm Samoan. So I don't know.
No.
They think of Samoan girls and they're like, oh, she got like 100 uncles and cousins and brothers. That's
exactly. They're gonna come after you.
Right, like, no.
No.
At the end of the day, only our people want us.
Yeah, so no, it's and that's why I always say, like, for a lot of for women, you guys, I know for a fact that you guys are not willing to, based on my conversation with you guys are not willing to date down, right? Like you want the guy to make, so Peti, you could like date down, which means like you don't want the guy to make less than you. I know Peti, you said that you want the guy to make either equal or more. MK, you say MK, you say you want the guy to make equal or more.
I'm saying it's good as long as they can pay their half of the bills.
Say what if he doesn't keep half of the bills?
Then I can. You gotta be at least be able to pay half of the bills that are the necessary bills, like your shelter, your food, the utilities, like split that down the middle.
So you want
I'm not asking anybody to pay for my way through anything like I said, like my Macy's or whatever else cards I got.
Oh, so if you're in a relationship with the guy, then he has to, you told all the bills will be 50-50.
Yeah.
And if you marry that guy, you'd be cool to do that forever?
Yeah, I did that for 20 years of my life. So yeah.
Okay. All right, and you Tasha, you say you don't care if he makes less forever. If he makes less than you, are you good to make more?
I mean, yeah, I'm kind of with MK. Like, if you're making less than me, like, I don't mind. It's not about the money, but like, if you expect me to come home, cook, clean, like take care of the house, take care of the kids, like, that's not a compromise. That's not a marriage. Like, that's not how a marriage works, you know? So like, I don't know, I'm kind of in the same boat as MK.
Yeah, and the reason why I brought that up, because I feel like that's something that's important to know in today's dating age, because I do realize for a lot of women, like they were like, you guys are hypergamous, like you guys only want to date up. A lot of women would not want to date a guy. I'll give you guys a perfect example. Would you be able to date a guy that doesn't work?
No.
Lord.
No, Peti? Doesn't work. That's
Experience.
Huh?
No, I can't.
I can't, right? So that's why I brought it up, because for men, that's absolutely normal for us. Like, we can marry a woman and she doesn't have to work and we'd be okay with that. But for women, most of you guys, I know some of you guys said it's different, but for most of the girls I meet, they always want the guy, like most girls don't want to date down. Like the guy either has to make the same amount of money today or he makes more. Or he makes more money. Like most girls won't be the main provider or support him financially if he doesn't work. He has no chance. So I feel like that's one of the struggles today, because today, I don't know if you saw the data, like women are starting to out earn men. And especially that's just the truth. If you look at it, women have started to out earn men. And then if you want to tie it into the Pacific Islander community, and that's in the city, there's a lot of girls that go to college, because girls nowadays are graduating graduating at a higher rate than men are in high school and in college. You guys are actually out earning men, especially when it comes to careers, if you look at the data. So I do notice for a lot of Pacific Islander women, they struggle to attract. And because the truth is, like most guys in the Pacific Islanders, they always stick with the same jobs. And because these women are making more jobs, like I told you before, for guys, we're not attracted to a woman that makes more money or in a higher level, because we like to provide and protect for the women we want. But at the same time, those women, the Pacific Islander women that have a degree, that are gonna have a good job, they're not willing to date down to the other guys that may want to date them. So their dating pool is really, really, so the people, those Islander women that actually make their own money, have a career, have a business, there's not a lot of, and they only want Pacific Islander men. The thing is that dating pool is so small because there's not a lot of Pacific Islander men out there actually graduating college and having good careers. So that's the dilemma. And that's the dilemma. So that's the dilemma of what I see. If I meet a lot of Pacific Islander women, and also the more successful more successful a woman is, I do notice she does get a little bit more masculine.
Oh, you don't say.
The more independent a woman is, I've noticed. I'm just speaking from my experience. They get a little more masculine. They get more masculine. But like I said, and that's it for a lot of. And you guys know, for a lot of Polynesian men, they want the feminine woman. So it's really hard for a lot of independent, strong-willed women out there, especially for Pacific Islander, to attract a guy. That's why I see so many with these Pacific Islander women that they got their job together, they got a career, they everything, but they just can't attract the Pacific Islander guy to save their life.
I mean, it sounds like y'all are threatened by independent women, and if y'all can't handle an independent woman, then stay single. Like, I'm sorry if you're threatened over the fact that I'm independent, and I don't need you or your money. Like, you're not for me.
But what we're saying is this: it's just we show up. It's not about threatening. That we're not. It's not about we're threatening. It's just we have different attractions as men and women.
Preference.
Like, you guys are attracted to masculine men. Like I said before, you guys are wanting masculine men. Guys attracted to feminine women, and like I said today, I feel like today the roles are reversed. The women now are very masculine, and the men are very feminine now.
Yeah, what happened there? What happened?
Society, culture.
Right.
Today, the movement. Everybody's equal now.
Cardi B, Beyonce.
No, let me ask you guys. Like, are your parents like still together? Did anybody here have any parents? Huh?
My parents, they're together.
Yeah.
No, they're not together.
No,
they just fight all the time. Like, I'm about to say like my parent issues, but no, like they still live together, but they sleep in different rooms, and my mom hates my dad forever.
No, I'm just saying is for me, I've just noticed like whenever I see a couple or parents that's still together for the whole life and never, still together, I've always noticed it was whenever I see long-term relationships work out for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, it's always been the man that's like masculine and the woman feminine. I've never seen personally myself, maybe there is, where the woman is the masculine and the man is the feminine, and that relationship actually worked out and they were married and there was no separation or there was no divorce. Every marriage I've seen in my life that the marriage worked out and they never ever got divorced was when the man was the masculine, he was a leader, and then the woman was a feminine woman, and that's what I've seen. So
yeah, I mean, definitely times have changed, like you said. Like nobody is in our grandparents' relationships anymore, where the woman stayed home and the like everything is so much more expensive. Like a woman has to work. I mean, unless the guy's really, really hustling it, to me, it's like a woman has to work. And when the women entered the workforce and when we kind of like, made a name for ourselves, I want to say, it changed everything in dating and relationships. Like you look at some of your grandparents, they if they're still alive, they've been married for like 50 years. Like people barely make it past the first year right now. Like it's amazing if you make it past your first year of marriage. I know a lot of people that get married and they're divorced like in 6 months, Yeah. And so it's different. It's a different time period. And that's why I support your show that you got going on here, your podcast, because it's true. People need to know and need to hear the truth about what dating and relationships is in 2021.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. And you guys want to add any? That's the thing I just seen. I feel like it's the roles are reversed because of society, and I feel like for me, like just seeing the people that's actually doing it. I always go by people that's actually doing it. The relationships now. What I've seen that worked out was when the guy was masculine. So what I always, for all the guys that's watching this, like if you want to attract a woman, these women give the person experience. They just want a masculine guy and a guy that could support them and take care of business. So for all those guys out there, like, now screw the nice part. Go out and get a job and work on yourself. Like that's
You
all
don't need to
I'm
be
saying.
kind. Just get a job.
You gotta like work on yourself, be a good like of course that should come. I mean, I feel like kindness should be already part of it. Like that's already in
Right.
there. Like kindness, care, sincerity, communication. That's something that doesn't need to be discussed. But I'm saying is if you really want to attract the woman that you want, I feel like for a lot of guys out there, work on yourself. Be masculine, and of course go get a good job or career, because the reality is if you look at today's women, they're out earning us. They're making more money than us, and that's just the world we live in. So, if there's a girl out there that you want, and then if you want to really get her attention, then work on yourself, improve your career, improve yourself as a man, and not just like think that being kind is gonna be the reason why she's gonna come to you. Because I'm serious. I hear guys all the time like, man, I'm very kind. I'm like, well, and I still don't get any attention for a lot of women. I'm like, nah, because you don't have a job, dude. You don't have a career.
You go get a job.
Go get a job. Go get a career. And
that's not it.
You're too soft. Hit the gym. Hit the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like not this not the fairy tale Disney stuff that we see. Think that that's what's really gonna attract the woman. That what women really want is just a masculine guy, a guy that can support her and take care of her, and give it that security. That's really the piece. I feel like today that's like the best thing you can do as a man today if you want to attract the type of woman you want. They just want a woman now. So they just want the security and they want a masculine guy. Can we all agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for the women, I gotta tell you guys right now, from guys, they want a feminine man. I'm sorry, feminine woman. They want a feminine woman, and I know there's a lot of masculine women out there, but I'm just giving you the message, and this is coming. I'm just giving, like I said, the uncomfortable truths. There's the guys, when they look at a woman, like they want to be the sole provider. So if you want to be successful and choose, because then that's a choice you have to make. But just understand that when you get to that level, most men, then your dating pool decreases, because most guys, especially if you have a high earning woman making a lot of money, so that means you can only date the guys that make the same type of money, which we all know it's a small percentage of men that have that type of woman. Of course, if you add 6 feet to it, you guys all say you want a tall guy. You do realize that the whole population in the US is only 15% of men over 6 foot. So your dating pool is already short.
Yeah, we're getting down to 1% of the people we want to do.
15% of men.
It's a puddle.
and 15%, that's including all men, even the men that's married, the men that's gay, all men.
Small puddle.
It's 15%. All right. So yeah, that's our piece on it. So thank you, ladies, for answering that question. That was really dope. So like I said, I'll allow you guys to ask me a question. What are women really asking? And I'll give you guys the honest truth. So go ahead. I'll start with Tasha. What's your question?
Wait, don't start with me.
Okay, we'll come back to you, Tasha.
Tasha, you don't have notes? You don't have notes?
Let me grab my notebook.
So
bring your notebook.
all right, so so Peti, I'll start off with Peti. Peti, what's the question you have? I know you have a question.
Let's see. Are independent women intimidating?
That's why I told you before, like we attraction. So like for men, that they want to be with a woman they can provide and protect it. That's our love language.
Mm-hmm.
So when they meet an independent woman that doesn't want a man, doesn't need a man, and I see this all the time. Is women like, and like I said, on social media, but be independent woman, that I'm telling you, it's not something that attracts us. It's not attractive to us. It's not. It has nothing to do with
intimidation.
Intimidation. It's like when you guys see a short guy shorter than you, right? You don't even think of. You don't even see him. Right? There's no attraction. When you meet a guy that's shorter than you, there's zero attraction. Can we all agree?
Mm-hmm.
Right? When you meet a guy like when you meet a guy that's shorter than you, there is no attraction. You don't feel anything. Right? And And that's what I'm saying is for men, especially men who are very masculine. Now, for men who are very feminine, they are attracted to independent women because that's you guys exerting masculine energy. But for very masculine men, when they meet independent women, it's not something that's is attractive to. So instead of being attracted to independent women, like it's something that repels them.
I got you. It's just more of a preference thing.
What do you mean preference? Yeah. Like I said, we're attracted. We are men and women. We're different than what we're attracted to. So, and like I said, and I be honest, like I said, like for guys, when we meet women, we want to be the one to provide and protect for it because that's just how we know how to. That's just how we love. So when we meet a girl that's very independent and she doesn't need us, in our minds, like, oh wait, how can we be the provider protector for the woman if she doesn't need a man or she's independent? And then especially today's, they just move on to the next option. So, yeah, it's like you say, it's just for me, it's like when I meet an independent woman, it's impressive. You know, I respect it, like because I understand being independent, and I'm independent too. But it's not something that I feel any kind of sexual desire or attraction to that woman. But for you guys, it's different. When you meet a very independent man, they know has a career, he's very ambitious. You guys are attracted to that, right?
So do you prefer femme?
Do I prefer what?
A femme woman, like a submissive woman?
Yeah, I actually prefer that's something I prefer a woman because I'm already masculine myself. I'm already dominant myself. I'm already ambitious myself. So like I told you guys before, the more I'm telling you guys right now, the more masculine a man is, I'm telling you, the more he wants a very feminine woman.
Interesting.
I'm telling you, see, the thing is, a lot of guys won't tell you this because you know why guys won't tell you this information when you meet you for the first time? And you say, I'm independent, but he's with you on a date. You know why guys won't tell you that? That he's not, that, you know, you should know the answer.
Okay, so let me just piggyback off of Feti's question. When you're scrolling on Instagram or Facebook, are you liking all the feminine posts, the girls that are fully clothed? Are you liking the half naked ones?
Am I liking the half naked ones?
The half naked girls, are you scrolling looking at the half naked ones? Are you like liking, are you double clicking on the half naked ones, or you're double clicking on the girl that's like wholesome with the sundress and the sun hat and she says it's so sunny today? Are we liking double clicking those, or are we double clicking at, oh, the sun is out today and she has a top like the sun? What are you clicking on?
Oh, well, most men are double clicking on the half naked girls.
Right.
Yeah.
Duly noted. Peti, take the notes.
I got it.
Well,
I got it.
But look at this. You got. But I think this is the thing a lot of women don't understand. Like I feel like that people don't know the difference between sexual attention and commitment attention. Just because a guy is clicking on your picture doesn't mean, like you said, of course, you click on your picture, especially the half naked women, they just want to have sex. Just keep it real, right?
Okay.
But for a guy to put a ring on, because ultimately, what most women want? They want to be locked down. They want to be in a committed relationship, and they want to put a ring on their finger, right?
Wait, who wants this? Men or women?
Women. Like you guys all want to be married one day?
Not me.
All right. What about you, Tasha? You want to be married one day?
One day.
All right.
Far down the road.
Yeah, exactly. What were you, Betty? You want to be married one day?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay. But I'm sure you guys have friends that are they're single right now, but they're looking for a guy to commit to them and they want to be married to him, right?
Yeah. Got that one friend.
Yeah.
I don't know. All mine are divorced twice, so I don't know.
Oh. All right. But ultimately, if you talk to most girls nowadays, like eventually one day they want to be married. What if they're independent today, but ultimately down the line when they get older, can we all agree?
I think it depends on your age. I think it depends on the age too and where you're at in life.
Exactly. When you get older,
the younger girls, the younger ones that are like in their 20s, that's the ideal, right? Like you want to meet Prince Charming and put the ring on the finger and all that stuff.
Wait. I'm not included in that. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
too
she's
old.
talking about her friends.
Her
She's
friends.
talking about her
It
friends.
must be
I'm
your
too
friend.
old. I'm too old for the fairy tale. Like,
Yeah.
I'm too old.
So I mean, do you guys want to be married later on, like older when you get older? All of you guys. Do you guys eventually one day when you get older, you want to be married, or do you want to spend the rest of your life being single?
I'm going for the single, I think.
Okay, MK wants to go. The rest wants to be rest of life being single. What about
No,
you,
you know
Tasha?
what? I like the idea of the wedding. I think I told you this before, like the whole gala wedding and all of that, but the whole like commitment, not that I don't want to commit, but I just feel like I've just been through so much shit that I'm jaded already about commitment. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying is for a lot of the men, like you said, we talk about social media, like they'll have sex with the girls that's very independent, but they'll tie down, put the ring on the finger on the woman that they could be that they could be the provider for.
Story of my life. I'm just kidding.
Like you said, and that's why.
Leave the door open.
So when a guy meets, if you're an independent woman and you meet a guy and you guys go on a date, he's gonna tell you he loves an independent woman because like he just want to have sex. But
Exactly.
then
they say all kinds of shit.
yeah,
like,
but the woman that a guy will actually propose and put a ring on the finger, that woman he has to be that's the woman that he wants. He's gonna be the provider for, and allows him to be the provider, and he's gonna be the masculine man.
But
Because-
is he thinking about her when he's sleeping? Or he thinking about that independent woman?
Hey,
Okay.
hey,
That's
Oh.
the thing. That right there is the thing.
I
They
know
need to keep
That's
it real. They need to get
That's
them
it.
their independence.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. But
He's over there like, this bitch better get a job. This bitch better go buy her own food. You know. I'm just saying.
yeah, I know. I mean, that's fact. But at the end of the day, like I said, both men, women, they all what I've talked to, regardless if they're independent or not, eventually down the line they want to get married. Like I've never met a woman before. She's like, I want to. Besides MK, she's the first one. I've met very independent women, but at the end of the day, at some point when they get older, they want to be tied down and they want to get married. But the hard truth is, the older you get, the harder for you to attract a guy that really wants to, because you guys all know most guys will always go for the younger girls. So as he 30, 35, 40, 45.
I mean,
50.
I don't know about that. You haven't seen my DMs.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up. I'm
I'm just saying.
This is what a lot of girls will tell me that, oh, I'm good, because I have a lot of people in my DMs. Yeah, but like I said, don't confuse sexual attraction from commitment attraction.
I know it, because I'm not even trying to be dating somebody.
Yeah, but you're good. But that works for you. That works for you, right? But I do meet a lot. Yeah, I do meet a lot of girls. Like, oh, I'm good. But I was like, and then I was like, well, yeah, those guys in your DMs, they're not looking for you for commitment. They're not gonna.
You got to know the difference. You got to know the difference.
They're not looking to put a ring on your finger. So don't confuse that. And I feel like a lot of women confuse that they can just be like this. They don't have to change.
Exactly.
And then they wonder, okay, I have all these DMs on my DMs, but why is nobody putting a ring on my finger?
Yeah, no.
You
got to know the difference. You got to be grown and know the difference when it comes to that.
So, but yeah, to answer Peti's question, yeah, for most guys that I talk to, when they meet an independent woman, it's not something that attracts them. It's not something that attracts them. Just be honest. Because like I told you, we want to be the provider. That's how we want to be. That's how we show our love. We want to come in and be the provider for you, and be that man for you.
Can I ask another question? Or sorry, is it time?
We'll come back to you, but I'm not going to ask MK. MK, what's your question?
Okay, this is a serious question, and it's
right.
real funny, but I'm going to be serious. And I don't know if you do this. You probably don't, because you don't strike me as someone to do that.
I don't know. It's after dark. So
do you guys actually think that dick pics attract women? That's what I want to know. Like, when you're sending your penis in my DM, do you honestly think that I'm about it, or if it's going to get me to talk to you, or it's going to get me attracted to you?
Okay, that's a very good question. A very good question.
I mean, I'm just wondering, because I got a lot of shit going on over there.
Oh, okay.
Take notes, Peti. Take the notes.
I've sent some questionable pictures, but I've never sent my dick picture before. But I just want to put it out there.
Oh my. Okay, that's valid. That's
I've
valid.
sent some
answer.
questionable.
Okay.
I've sent some questionable pictures, but I have not sent a dick pic. I'm just being real with you guys. But I do have friends that have sent dick pics, and for me, this is what I got from them is what happened. The reason why guys send dick pics is, and especially on social media, is like they just go for like the law of averages. What happens is they sent a dick pic to one girl, and it worked out that one time. So in their mind, they think that it's gonna work. It's gonna work out, so they just keep sending it.
Ooh.
So yeah, it means that they sent it. You worked out. So either a girl responded to the DM or they got sex because they sent that dick pic, and then now in their mind they think, oh, it's gonna work out. So they send like 100 dick pics to 100 girls and just hope for one of them. I hope
not everybody a hodo, so hey.
So they're just playing the law of averages game. So, and of course, there are some guys out there. They're just like weird like that. It's just hella weird. Just weird like that. So, but yeah, that's for my friends. It worked out one time. Either they had a relationship with the girlfriend, they were in a relationship with the girlfriend, and they were sending each other pictures of themselves. So that was what working for them. But then when they got out of it, they just thought, okay, it worked out that one time with that one girl. Let me try it with all these girls.
Well, like I can see it if it's like your girlfriend and you guys are like dating, but just like randomly like send like that's the first thing you send. Like
we're savages, what? Man.
I mean, personally, like I'm not even about it. I delete and block.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how Peti and Tasha feel about it.
Oh no, delete and block because ain't nobody asked for all that. Like
I'm like, no.
FK, but FK, keep it real. It has to be some pictures that you actually took a look at. Ah, damn.
No, actually, you know what I do? I put it live on my TV and I invite my friends over and we have a good time laughing at all the shit that I see in my DMs. Like that's what I literally do. I'm not even like it's to me it's disgusting. Like like if it's like not in front of me, like I don't want to see it. Like if you didn't make it to like the point of like we're a thing, then I don't want to see it. No. But to start off like that is just like no, like I'm already like blocked, gotta go. Okay, bye.
Okay. All right.
I mean, that's me. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not speaking for everybody, but I'm just saying that's me.
Yeah. So for me, that's my personal experience. Like from the guys I know that do it, it's either they done it before with their previous relationship or with the girl and it worked. So they think in their mind, eventually it's going to work out and they're going to send as many DMs as they can. And then some guys are just like hella weird like that. It's just life is falling apart. They hit rock bottom. And then the last thing they got is just send a dick pic to some person.
That's what they got.
Yeah, that's like all they got is their dick at the end of the day.
I mean, if I wanted to look at shrimp, like
I think it's the way of saying I'm thinking of you.
Yeah.
Dang, MK, you got hella people thinking of you, girl.
Right? What the hell?
All right. So yeah, but for a lot of guys, like let's be honest, like nobody, like no girl is gonna take you serious. Right? If you send a dick pic, like no girl is gonna take it.
I mean, I don't know. I'm only speaking for myself, and I'm not judging anybody if they.
Yeah, no judging. I'm just saying.
If girls out there are like about it, then that's cool. But I don't know anybody that's about it.
Yeah, I'm saying the majority.
Unless they're actually in a relationship where they're actually like.
Yeah, I'm just saying the
friends
majority.
With benefits or whatever, then that's something different. Mm-hmm. You know, if you're like kind of just like whatever, then that's like an entanglement. Then that's something different. But I'm just saying like. Randomly like, hey, this is it. You want to? It's like, wait, what? Like, I get taken back by that, and I think it's rude and disrespectful. But maybe girls enjoy that. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I'm sure there's girls that are downtown. I'm saying the majority of women are not cool with that. Also, majority like anybody that sends you a dick pic, like if you're sending a dick pic, you feel like thinking that you're gonna get a committed relationship from that. That's not gonna happen.
It's really not. No.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
And it gets crazy because sometimes they get creative. Like I always say, like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. This guy like blurted out and then he sent me it with like a measuring tape. So it was like the measuring tape. And it was just like, wait, what is happening right now?
Hey, the measuring tape.
But I gave him an A for effort. A for effort.
Oh, if that's you, if you watch it, that's you. Hey, she gave you an A for effort. Oh man. Yeah, but if you think like if you're out there saying dick pics thinking that you're gonna get a committed relationship,
no, you're not.
You know you're not.
You're on the right track.
I never heard of eHarmony success story. Yeah, we met through.
I mean, you gotta go on Tinder for that shit. Like, you gotta go on something that's like that's what it's for. Like,
All right, okay, all right. Does that answer your question, MK?
yeah, thank you. I'm gonna check my DMs after this, see what's going on.
Oh, everybody send her some dick pics. All right, so Tasha, what's your question?
Okay. Does it have to be only for you?
Not just for men. Like no, for men.
In
like,
general.
I'm just men in general. I'm just answering.
No, like I mean, can MK and Peti answer it too?
Oh.
Well, if you want to know the
because Peti's taking all the notes, so yes.
No, okay. Like I generally want to know, like, does body count matter to you guys?
Oh, thank you. I was actually gonna ask. That's one of my questions. But I'm glad you brought that up.
Questions.
I'm glad you bring this up because I feel like this is
because it matters.
Yeah, be honest.
It matters.
Men,
I mean, like, I just want to know, like, does it matter?
Tell us, Will.
Tell us
the truth.
Preach.
Okay, if the guy that really cares about you, men are very territorial for the woman. Not only what they love, but also the woman they want to lock down. Like, body count doesn't matter to men. Like, every conversation I've ever had with a man, every single man, I'm just like, there was never an exception. Like, one or two guys. No. Every single guy I've ever talked to in my life, they always wanted to attract and marry the woman that had the less bodies. Because, like I said, because you understand is like one of the things it's important for us. We want to make sure that the baby. We want to make sure that if she ever has a baby, I want to be 100% sure that it's my baby. I don't want to doubt.
You don't want a DNA test.
I don't have to worry about, okay, is this really mine? You know what I'm saying? Like, most guys, like, we want to raise our own kid. We don't want to raise another man's kid. We want to raise our own kid, and we're very territorial. Especially for the guy. If the guy is really serious about you, he is gonna be very territorial about you, and he cares about how many men have you slept with. And I feel like today, because of the women independence, I feel like that hurts women. Because, like I told you guys before, that's the reality. The men that you want, the one that you want to attract the most masculine man you want, he does care about your body count. So if you're out there having sex, and you're free to make your own choices. I don't judge anybody, but just understand that majority you're gonna repel a lot of men, especially the very masculine men, the men that have their career together, have their money. They want to be with a woman that he never has to doubt that if she gets pregnant, this is my child, and I'm gonna raise my own kid. So it does matter.
I mean, if you guys are in a relationship, like, are her bodies from the past, like, that matters to you guys, even though it was in the past?
When you say bodies, give me a number.
Like, I mean,
what is your
I don't
limit?
know. You just what
is the average number?
I mean, like, for example, us females, like, we meet a guy, you'd be like, I mean, I don't know if other women do this, but I do this where I ask them, I'm like, yo, like, what's your body count? Because at the end of the day, after that, I'm about to be like, okay, well, do you go and get checked after every single new body?
Thank you.
Because it's better to be safe than sorry. So,
are
like,
you wrapping that shit up?
Yeah, like, if a man is telling me, like, oh, like, somewhere between 15 and 20, okay, I'm about to be like, I mean, are you clean? Like, do you get checked? And if you say, yeah, and you're all good, I'm not going to judge you by your past bodies.
Yeah. But I want to ask you this, because I've heard from a lot of women, it's opposite, that if they find out that a guy has a lot of bodies, or a lot of girls want to have sex with him, and he's having sex with a lot of women, for a lot of women I've seen that they find that attractive. Like, there's a guy out there just having sex with all these women because you guys want because let me ask you this: if you hear about a guy that attracts a lot of women, like, is that do you find that impressive? Like, does that attract you guys? Like, because is that a turn on or turn off for you? Because I've seen some girls, like, when they find out this guy is every single girl wants to be with, and he's sleeping with all these girls, and he finally decides to settle down with her and chooses her, she has no problem about his body count if he decides to commit. Let me ask. So, when I ask you guys, if you have a past, but he finally chooses you, and he's gonna commit to you, and he's gonna be faithful to you, would you still take him, even though he has like a high body count? But he's gonna be committed. He's loyal now. Like he's done with that past. He's gonna be committed to you.
I live on an island. Okay.
He has a high body count. He has a high body count.
I mean, if you're banging my cousin and my friend and my cousin's ex and all that shit, like that's different. Like I got a problem with the body count in that sense. You know
even though he's gonna be committed to you and be loyal to you.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, especially because I live on an island, it does matter to me because it's like, oh, I banged your husband. You know, like it's
okay.
That's awkward because I live on an island and like everybody literally knows everyone.
Okay,
At some point, there's an entanglement of somehow you know that person. So that would kind of be a problem for me if you're out here like just playing the field.
What if he has a high body count, but he didn't have sex with anybody you may know of? But he has a high body count and he's committed. He wants to commit to you.
I wouldn't know. I'm not really like, and it's like Tasha said, it's like, okay, well, were you wrapping it up? Like what? Do I have to worry about? Like
no, he takes a test, he's STD, he's clean, everything is clean. He has a high body count, but he wants to commit to you.
Yeah,
I don't think I can.
All right, Tasha said, yeah, he'll take him.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I mean, as long as you're clean, like, I just feel like that's your past. Like, everyone has a past.
All right.
But like, let me find out that you out here trying to.
Yeah, I'm saying he's faithful now. He's clean. You take him. And then MK, you said, if the guy doesn't sleep with anybody you know of, but he has a high body count, he's clean too. Like he has no STDs. Would you take him? But he's committed.
I guess I would.
Okay.
All right. But like I said, like, but I feel like it's a little bit different. I mean, I'm not gonna like try to like knock on men, but I am. But I feel like it's different because I feel like if they're so used to getting what they want, then they're just going to continue to do that, whether they're in a committed relationship with you or not.
Yeah.
With like, they're in the relationship. You guys are like, okay, you're about to get married and shit, but they know that they can go out and bang anybody they want because that's what they did in the past.
No, I have
a little bit of a thing about that.
No, I'm just saying, of course, I'm just saying that there is a guy out there that, you know, has a past, but he's committed to you. Like, there's not going to be no problem. You take him, right?
I mean, I guess.
Okay. All right. Yes. All right. I mean,
because I think it's different because I think that women that sleep around, I think that men and women are different in that sense because I feel like the women that sleep around are like whatever, you know, they're viewed as like hoes, they're viewed as like whores, and I feel like guys are not viewed as that. They're like, oh, you're the fucking man, like you banged her, and her, you're the shit. When we do that, it's like, oh, you're a fucking slut, you're a hoe, you're this and that. You know, you get this stigmatism, right? And so then it's like, you know, but when we commit in a relationship, we're like committed. I mean, I'm speaking for myself, okay, but I'm sure other women feel the same. When they're in a relationship, they feel committed. They're gonna be loyal. They don't need to show off to their friends who they've been banging all this time. Versus a man who's now gonna get married. I mean, he still like wants to be the man to his friends, so he might just go, you know, whatever on the side.
Yeah. No, okay. No, I know what you're saying is, I totally understand that there's a stigma, but I'm just saying is the reality is, you know, this is how men are when it comes to like when they want to, the woman they want to be with. Like the body count doesn't matter. So what about you, Betty? So Betty, the guy has a high body count, no STDs, but he's willing to commit to you, be loyal to you. Would you take him?
Long pause.
Peti.
She gotta think. Give her a minute.
Loyal, has a job, masculine, no STDs. He's moved on from his past.
He's 50 plus.
But he has a high body count. Would you take him?
I don't care for the body count.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, so you take him. So you take him. Yes.
I don't really want anything that anybody can have. Because you're making it sound like he was just an easy guy. And I'm like, respect for yourself, bro.
Right?
Shush. So, yeah. I mean, you know, maybe I'll mess around with him too. No, I'm just kidding. If he's that type of cool guy, I would be really hard to get. I'd be like, you could have any of these girls but me.
Yeah. I mean, there are guys out there that's very attractive, and they're young, they're single, they have sex, and then when they're ready to tie down, they meet a girl that changes their life, and they really leave that behind and be with that woman, right?
Yeah.
But that's the problem today. So, but now to be honest, to answer that question, Tasha, yeah, body count does matter, and that's something a lot of women like don't want to hear or don't want to hear. But that's the truth. Like guys, like I told you guys before, we want to we're very territorial for the woman we want to provide with. If I'm gonna go to work, like I told you guys before, we want to be providers for the woman that we want. So if I'm gonna go to work and fight the world and conquer the world and try to do things for you, like I don't want to doubt myself that my woman's out there sleeping with other men, or I have to doubt my kids. And every guy that I know, and they just turned off about they turn off when they find out if you have a high body count. And if guys are really, really honest with you, they will tell you. Like they'll tell you straight up. And the guys that tell you the guys do tell you, oh, it's okay. I don't care about your body count. I'll accept it. Those are guys that just want to have sex.
For real.
They'll tell you that they will give you what you hear, smash, and they'll leave. But if you look at the girls that they actually put a ring on their finger, those are girls that they feel like, or they don't know, but they feel like that they don't have a high body count.
So then what's a high body count to men?
Oh, do you want to know the real number? What I hear from men?
Yeah, we want to know the
I
real
want
number.
all the dudes on this line to comment what that number is. We want the special number.
This is the number I hear from all my friends. 3 years after 3 years.
Y'all some fucking hypocrites. Y'all some goddamn hypocrites.
Where the hell you been living?
Y'all some
I'm telling you.
ass.
Right. Y'all trifling.
I'm telling you. I'm
Are
telling
you serious? Did you say 3 or 30? I wasn't.
I said 3.
It didn't come
Or
clear.
13.
That doesn't even.
I said 3. I'm telling you, like after 3, like well, most guys are like, damn, you get they see you as a hoe.
She talk about sin.
Like, but see how different we are, right? I told you I see how different we are. Like for women, that's something that it's okay with you guys, but for us, it's different. We're totally different of how we show our love and what we want. For you guys, as long as a guy can provide the security and be faithful, which is your love language, you want that guy to be secure and masculine. You guys are cool with that. But for us, like I said, we as a providers, like we want to make sure this is ours. We're very territorial. Like we don't want our woman to be shared with any other man, and that's just how a lot of men feel. And I know it's hard today in this society when a lot of women, you guys have that choice to be yourselves. I have nothing against that, be yourselves. But if you want to keep it honest, like what men really, really want, they do. That's something that's really, really important. Especially, like I said, when it comes to sex now, I'm just like they don't like they'll tell you that, but for the woman they want to marry and put the ring on the finger, they do care about the woman's body count. So yeah,
I think that's very strange.
Right, like y'all coming in with like 20 plus, and y'all want us to have 3, like.
I'm just saying that's just our nature. It's a bit different. Like
I think it depends on age. I think it depends on age too, and where people are at. Because if like you were like say in a long-term relationship, you were like literally sleeping with that same person. But like if you were always dating and you never wasn't any long-term, the count might be a little bit more because you've tried. I'll give
you guys a perfect example of how different we are as men and women. Like I asked you guys before, right? You will never date a guy that has no job, right? And you guys pay all the bills?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen, right? You never not only date but marry. You never marry a guy that doesn't work.
Nope.
Right? But us, for you guys, that's repulsive. Like, a guy doesn't have a job, that has a career, doesn't pay bills. That's disgusting. But for us, I am totally okay if I marry and my wife doesn't work. She doesn't work, I'll take care of everything. And I'll still love her as much as I want. I'll be but see how different we are. Like you can't even imagine yourself being with a guy that doesn't pay bills and doesn't work. But for us, that's natural. Like we're totally okay with that. It's the same thing.
Where are those guys?
Period, Will. My body count is 3.
Well, we'll take the proposal.
I'm a born again virgin. Go ahead and do all their ads.
But see how different we are, right? Like you guys cannot think of it. You can't be repulsed by a guy that doesn't work. But us, we marry a girl that doesn't have to work, that's totally fine with me. But the same thing with body count. Like you guys, like I said, like doesn't matter to you, but for us, it's repulsive. Like high body count, same thing with you guys, repulsive about a guy that doesn't have a job. It's the same. That's how different we are in the way we attract. For a lot of, so it's like I said, you guys
attracting no girl that has 3. I'm sorry.
No, there are girls, you know, but that's why.
literally,
But that's why.
who in this world's body count is 3?
But that's why a lot of you do notice that's the guys are always chasing what kind of woman, the older or younger. Be honest.
Wait, what was that?
Younger.
I'm pretty young, so I think younger.
Like the guys, do they always want are they chasing the older woman or are they chasing the younger woman? Be honest.
I think both.
Yeah,
be honest. Be honest. Come on, like what?
Because
I'm
old.
It's the older men that want the younger girls.
And it's the younger
men
dudes that want the older
women. They want the
Yeah, exactly. But to be honest, most guys will date most guys. Like I'm saying, of the most guys will date a girl that's younger, and they're always chasing the young girls. And the reason why, because the reason why they want the younger girls because they know they have a less chance of having a high body count.
I mean, but I don't know that that's true. I know young girls that have a high body count.
I know.
They some kangaroos.
No, I know. I understand that. But I'm saying the younger girl is the higher probability that she have a lower body count.
I think that 3 is unrealistic because I think
I
you
understand
like if you don't have 3 when before you're like I don't know.
But like I said, but the same thing with you guys, like not loving a man that can't work. That may be unrealistic for us. Like, why wouldn't you do that? Because we were going to do that for you guys. So why wouldn't you be able to do that for him? If that makes sense.
But I don't know any guy that doesn't want to work though.
Oh, there's a lot of
most
guys
want to have a job.
Yeah, we have a job because we know that's what you guys want. That's how we're gonna get a woman.
It's job for Maria.
I ain't working for myself. I'm working for my future wife. I'm trying to get, it's like if we could wife you guys without working, nobody will work. But we know that's something you guys want. Shoot, we have to go to work. So, and that's just the reality. But to be honest, like, keep it real. Like, yeah, it is. That's just the way it is. Like the same way you guys can't take a guy that doesn't work. Same thing with the body count. Like, it does matter to us. And especially like I said, especially the guy that wants to put a ring on your finger. There's gonna be a lot of guys that will want to have sex with you, mess around, have fun, and friends with benefits. Yeah. But the guy that wants to put a ring on your finger and marry you, that does play a big role on that decision. Yeah, but yep.
I'm so confused. But anyway,
hey, like I said, just uncomfortable truths. Like, we're just keeping it real in here. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys.
If that's the case, then half these women are not gonna get dated. If 3 is the count, then a lot of us are out of the pool.
Oh shoot! So I'm gonna go to the comments real quick on Facebook and see what everybody's saying.
What's everybody saying?
Let me go.
My laptop done died.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I can't see. All right. So
Let me see this.
it is 12 right now. Do you guys have time for one more question each? And I have one more question. You guys have time for one more question each?
Yeah.
Okay. We don't.
All right, for sure. We'll keep going. All right, so the next question I have for you guys real quick. So also, if you guys watching, tuning in, please drop some love and show some comments. Drop a comment below, and I want to hear you guys what your thoughts of everything we're talking about. And like I said, all the guys, keep it real. Let me know.
They're asking. They said to pin your Cash App, your Venmo, your PayPal, or your Zelle.
They're talking to you guys?
No, they said that for you. It's the comments. I'm reading the comments.
Oh, what did this? What did it say?
What are they saying down
What did it say?
Someone said, "Well, pin your Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle, so I can give you that big dick energy support."
Oh no.
Well, with the fans.
No, sir. All right. So let me see. So I got a question for you guys. All right, for sure. Where's that question? There you go. We got it right here. All right. I know all you guys are pretty independent, and I do know there's a lot of women out there that have, that do their own thing. But if you met the right guy, would you be okay to leave that behind and just be for the right guy? Like he has, and be okay if he's the one that's gonna support you and you stay at home.
Wait, what are we leaving behind exactly?
No, so if you're supporting yourself right now, you're independent right now, and you finally meet the right guy, he has everything you look for, but the only thing he wants you to do is he wants to be the one working, and he wants you to stay home. Would you be okay with that? If he's the right guy, he has a height, he has a job, he's committed, he loves you. The only thing he asks you to do, I want you to stay home and take care of business. Even though you are independent, and that's one thing he just wants to ask you, if he's going to put a ring on your finger. Would you be okay to do that? And add to that, because this is what they ask, if you're on social media and he doesn't, and you are out there posting revealing pictures of yourself, he wants that removed. And if you remove, stay home, he will put that ring on your finger. Would you guys do that?
Stupid.
Oh, shoot. My bad.
Who's going first?
So I'll start with
go
MK.
first.
MK. Go, MK.
Definitely not.
Okay.
I'm not gonna ever give up my independency of not working and not making a living for myself ever.
Okay.
I did that once before and it got me to shit. So I'm not gonna wait around for someone to support me. In the sense of like when something better or bigger comes along, they move along. Like I don't have that trust enough to let go of my independency. As far as that's like money wise, okay. But as far as like posting and stuff, yeah, I post crazy because I'm single and I really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a relationship, yeah, I have much more respect for my other half, and I'm not gonna post what I post, and I would probably change up my content a lot.
Okay.
And like I said, I post crazy and people like comment, like guys will comment whatever, and my DMs are what it is because of what I post, and I understand that. But there's a lot of people that like my energy, that like my positive vibe, that like my craziness, my I don't give a fuck attitude. And so yeah, I'm not going to change who I am in my post, but scale it back a little, because I believe that if you're in a relationship, you should have respect for your other half in that sense.
Okay. All right. So so you would make some changes if you met the right guy.
Yeah, I would definitely make changes, but I wouldn't give up making my own living.
Okay. All right. So if he so you wouldn't be the housewife if he asked you to be the housewife.
No.
Okay. All right.
Never.
All right. Single. Okay. Tasha.
I think I agree with MK. I don't know. For me, I'm really independent. So I mean, even if you do come with a lot of money, I just like having my own money, and I don't think I can ever rely on someone so much and depend on someone so much to the point where like if they were like, oh, like I can support both of us, like you don't have to go to work, like I couldn't do that. It's not in me.
So even if you meet a guy that's totally a good guy and will support you, you let him go because because of that. I just want to ask that.
Yeah, I don't think I could be with someone that would like. I just feel like if you love me, you wouldn't try to take away my independency.
But that's why I was like I told you guys before, it's not. That's just how the way men love, and that's one of the things that I feel like a lot of women struggle with. Like we can't change the way we love. Like when we always want to be the provider, the same way you want to date a guy that makes no money. So
I mean, I get that, like, like you guys want to be the provider and stuff, but I mean, like that's how you guys love, and like you guys can't change that, right? Just like we can't change the fact that we're independent and we are the way we are. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you really think about it, if you want to get technical, you don't truly love me for the type of person that I am, because when you met me, I was that same independent person, and you can't ask me to change that about myself because I won't. That's just something that I cannot compromise, just because I'm not going to put myself in a position where I'm going to depend on you. And then in the end, there's a possibility of it not working out. And then I'm going to be stuck there with nothing, It's just something that I'm not going to compromise myself like that.
Okay. Well, do you feel, 'cause I've heard a lot of women say that they want to be independent. And I do want to ask you guys this, because usually when I talk, because I do believe a woman can submit to a man if he's good enough, if he's the right man, like should be willing to submit. And I feel like for a lot of women, the reason why they're independent is because they had an experience in the past where they went through some type of something that they had to be independent and strong to survive that. So they carry that mentality to be able to live their life. And I understand that there's so many things that could happen, whether you didn't grow up in a home where something happened, that you have to rely on yourself. So you have that independent attitude. But I do believe that a lot of women, they could, if you meet the right man enough, you guys could submit to him. And all I'm saying is, like, if there's a guy that you might meet one day and he's willing to give you that, the world, and be a great husband, which we know there's a very few men out there like that, you still let him go?
I mean, you can help add to my world, but I'm not asking you to give me the world. Because I mean, I don't know. I guess for me, and mind you, I'm speaking for myself, not for everyone else. But for me, it's like there's nothing in this world that a man can give me that I can't give myself.
Thank you.
So
okay,
that's just where I stand.
Okay, all right. And the thing is, you guys can add on this. I feel like that one of the challenges today in modern dating is either men or women, but I do see there's women that they like, I don't need a man to do this. But I feel like it's like this independence. But in reality, relationships is interdependence. So we have to rely on one another. Like I said, they can't be that's why relationship is a teamwork. It's team effort. So there is no me. And then I've seen that a lot from both men and women, like especially both men and women are very independent, and they struggle to be with attract a partner, because in a relationship there is compromise. Like you have to be willing to be able to share and be okay with depending on one another. And I feel like that's one of the struggles of the modern man or the modern woman today that's very independent, and they struggle with attracting relationship, because in a relationship you have to work together, and there is no like, oh, I can't give up this. And I feel like a lot of women are like that nowadays, because I see a lot of beautiful women all the time, and they struggle to attract a man. And then the guys like, and I talk to the guys like, what happened with that? And they'll be like, well, I was trying to love her, but she just wants to, do her thing. And I feel like that in order for a relationship to work, especially if you want to attract the right guy, there has to be some type of like connecting and giving up something, because relationship is all about sacrificing, giving up something. And I just feel like that's something that a lot of women today that suffer, especially as they get older. And then they always talk to them, oh, there was this one guy I met in the past, he was willing to do this, but then boom, now it's over. So, because at the end of the day, the whole purpose of it is just we need to find love. And I feel like sometimes people come in, especially if you're very independent, people do come in to be in a relationship with you, but then, like I said, you let that person go, and it's very rare to find those people nowadays. That's just my thoughts on it.
I mean, like, yeah, like, like you're right. Like, you do have to compromise at some point in a relationship. Like, you do have to like be dependable on each other in a relationship. But if you're asking me to fully depend on you 100%, like, that's not a relationship. Like, a relationship is 50-50. Like, I feel like we can compromise. And I feel like that's where like the whole prioritizing comes in your relationship. Like, you guys have to prioritize like each other as well. Like, I'm not going to fully be a stay-at-home wife. Like, that's something I can't do. I can work and like cut my hours back and like spend time with you and our family. I can do that. That's the kind of compromise that I can make. But I cannot compromise like being fully dependable on you.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. What if he's able to provide more than enough for you to never have to work a day in your life? More than enough.
I mean, that's fine. But I don't know, like, maybe I'm just weird, but at the end of the day, that's
no, let me be honest.
I like to have my own money. Like, I like to work for my own money. Like, I don't want, like I said, I don't want to fully depend on him, No,
well, I'm just saying is what happened if you met a guy that he just happens to be a very wealthy, and he loves you and appreciates you good, and so there's no reason why.
If he fronts some money up front, then maybe. I mean, if there's like some sort of security that if it doesn't work out, then you'll be okay. Then that's a possibility. But like not having a security to fall back on, like
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
like
I was
there's
just
no way
saying,
to
if
catch you,
if you
then
meet a yeah, if you meet a guy that makes a tremendous a good amount of money, and he has more than enough resources to take care of you and more, and he does and you don't have to worry about that no more because he just wants you to be at home and don't have to work.
but what's the security?
You're married to him.
I mean, but you got to be
Marriages
married to a
don't
certain
last.
time to be able to tap into his assets. So
No, like I said, of course, when you guys marry, like you said, it's already 50-50. You guys know what it is. Like he's willing to share everything with you. Like his money is your money.
I think Tasha's right. Like you might scale back on working, but you want something for yourself. So if he has a lot of money, then he would support if you wanted to start a business. Or if you wanted to do something that's going to make you some income that you don't have to make as much as you're making now, but there's some sort of income that you can make off of his money. Like, for example, he gives you money to open like a restaurant or like a clothing line or something that keeps you, because you don't want to just, I don't want to just stay at home and do nothing. Like, I want to be able to do something. So maybe not work so hard where it's a 9 to 5, but there's something there that's generating income for myself.
Yeah. Like you could do something at home.
Yeah, then that's doable, but not just like not having anything for me, anyways.
Because today when I talk to like the men that are ready to make a lot of money, they, like I said, I'm just coming from them, but from us, like the more money a guy makes, the more he doesn't want his woman to work. Like that's just how like most guys are. Like the more money they make, of course, if you're in the same level, of course you guys have to work together to pay the bills. But if a guy is more than taking care of that, he can provide more than you. He just prefers you. Most guys that make a lot of money, like they prefer their woman not to work. So
how about you put all of us in a group chat and we'll figure that part out.
So I'm just saying is like if you meet a guy like that.
Hear from Peti. I need to hear from Peti first.
Yeah, I need to know her.
Like, don't listen to me. I'm not the one.
Tasha, just to clarify with Tasha, is like if you met a guy that was very he was willing to take care of you, and it's like he's faithful to you, and you want to be with him because you want that independence to be able to work, even though he's more than willing to share his resources, half of everything, and you don't have to worry about anything, and he'll take care of you and take care of your family. But you can't work no more. That's a no for you. Tasha?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you, Tasha. Yeah.
No, I
You say no?
no, I can't. Like, I don't know. That's just something I can't do. You know, like I said, like I can't just completely be a stay-at-home wife. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just look at these damn walls all day. Like, no. I get that you have enough money to take care of us and like have our future set, but I need to be able to go work and do something myself. I mean, like, you know, like, I don't know, for me, I have goals. I have like dreams and stuff too. Like, if I'm trying to like work towards those goals and dreams, I would expect you as my husband to support that. And if that means me having to go like to a different location to work or something, then like you should be able to support that instead of being like, no, you need to be at home all day, every day. Like, no,
no, and I understand where you're coming from, and that's something I always hear from a lot of women, right? If a guy is making more money, why should he support me in my career? But like I told you guys before, like it comes down to our love language again. Like for guys, like I said, that's just the way we want to provide. We want to be the provider and protector is within our biology. That's the way we show love. So, so a lot of the women are very independent. It's going to be and naturally you guys are going to be very independent and make more money. The dating pool for you guys to find a guy that's willing to let you do that, when the majority of the men will willing to come in and say and be the provider for you, because that's how majority of men show their love. So I'm just saying is for a lot of the modern women, you're limiting yourself with that dating pool because there's not a lot of guys out there that would willing to come in a relationship and let you be independent. Because most guys, like I told you before, we're very territorial of the woman that we want. When we want to marry a woman, lock her down, we want to be that person, that man for you. And that's just so that's why I'm just like I said, like you're free to do whatever you want. But I'm just saying is you are limiting yourself for a lot of men out, the potential suitors. So you have to find that one guy that's going to come in, love you, have all those qualities that you do want, but also he has to be he has to be masculine. You said you want a masculine man, and like I told you that before, the more masculine a man is, the more feminine he wants. But
I mean, I respect you guys' preferences, but I don't know. I'm gonna just say it like this: like at the end of the day, like y'all can have your preferences, but I would rather stay single than have
Thank
to
you.
downplay myself just to feed your egos and make you
And
guys
this
feel
is
better.
why I'm going to be single for the rest of my
I feel like
life.
that's a big reason why a lot of poly women are single, because like exactly like how Tasha said it. She said it like, we got this right, and it's like y'all can't.
And that's why I'm glad we're having this conversation, because like I told you before, like I do, that's something people will say, you have ego. I said, no,
It is ego, exactly.
No, it's not ego. What I'm saying is not ego. Is we have different preferences and what we're attracted to from a man and a woman. So it has nothing to it has nothing to do with ego. It has nothing to do with insecurity. It is that we're just attracted. The way we are biologically created to be attracted to you is different. So yes, it's just, and that's a struggle nowadays. Like I told you before, I feel like that's a struggle today, because of the culture, because of the movements nowadays. The way we attracted other people has always been the same, has never changed. And people are trying to change biology. Like we want women to change and we want men to change, but we can't change who, like the way we attracted to based on who we are on our biology. Like we're always going to be attracted. Men are always masculine men, always going to be attracted. Want to be the provider for the woman, and then the women, you guys want that guy that's going to be provide you the most amount of security. So I guess what the problem today is everything we are trying to go against that. And majority, and if you look at the data, right, the majority of the women that do get married and get a ring on the finger are the women that are willing to submit to the man. If you look at the data, look at the type of all the women around getting married, and the ones that are getting independent and are getting high jobs, which they're more have all power for, those are the ones that are single. And then as time gets older, they're not, and then they want a man, but it's like you said, as a woman, as you get older, the struggle is, okay, if you get older, you want to be independent. Most guys aren't going to go for an older woman. So that's just the way I'm saying. That's just the world we live in, the world we live in today. So like, it's just, yeah, that's just the tough about modern dating today. But Peti, same question. What was same question? Were you willing to stay at home if you meet a guy, and he just, like I said, he just wants you to stay at home and he would take care of everything? Would you be willing to change that for him?
Am I like well off in this scenario? Like I'm already.
What do you mean?
No, you had a job, Peti.
You have a job and you're doing well. You're doing well.
Okay.
No, like,
well, if I'm doing well already, what's mine's already mine, right? So honestly, I don't mind it. I mean, if he wants to go break his back and break a sweat, have fun, honey. Don't say shit when I start using your cars and I'm out and about.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine. As for the pictures, I think that's childish. Like, look, I've been that bitch before you met me. I'm still that bitch. Don't try to change me. But that's just how
Thank you. Thank you.
But MK and Tasha, I feel they have good points too, though. Like, you should change it. You should have more respect for your partner. But for me, it's like, look, you know who I am. If you wanted that girl, you should have went for that girl.
True. Well, this is true.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, he's telling you this right before he's gonna propose to you. So he's like, he met you, you guys are cool, but he knows that you love your pictures, but he knows for himself, like you said, we have to be true to him. He knows that that's not something he would want if he's gonna put a ring on the finger. And because the reality, so he's just telling you, hey, would you willing to do that if I'm gonna put the ring on your finger? Just give me an answer, yes or no. And if you say no, that's fine. You walk away.
So I gotta do.
Huh?
I got pictures down and
no, just the pictures just provocative pictures. Because I'm telling you guys, like most guys don't like. Most guys I talk to, that they prefer not the woman like to be shown like that. Like, cause I told you before, very territorial, especially.
That's what attracted him in the first motherfucking place. Like what? Like, that's what attracted him in the first place.
Yeah, but attraction and dating is different. But when he's gonna put a ring on her finger and this is gonna be forever, it's a whole different ball game.
That's what I know that, but I'm just saying, like, that's what they're after. But at the end of the day, it's like once they got you, they want you to be someone a little bit different. They like the idea of you, the ideology of you, but when they got you, when they're dating you, they don't like that person that much. So Peti says she's just gonna post half boob, not whole boob.
Yeah. So yeah.
Compromise.
I'd say no. I'd say sorry. Get up off your knees. How much was this ring?
Okay.
But yes to the job part, since I'm well off already. So
the job part.
Go work.
Okay. All right. So okay. All right. So if you met a guy and he said that all those like provocative the photos that you out that you wouldn't take that down, then you let that guy go.
See, but that's what I mean. Like, it's so childish. He shouldn't have poked at it at all.
But
that's my girl, and I'm the only one hitting it. You know what I'm saying? Just be proud.
I know, but what I'm saying is, but that's how I'm trying to. I know that that's the biggest confusion now because like that's the way you see it, but I'm saying that's just how we are. That's our attraction. So you guys might see it as child. That's why today is so confusing and people are one of the struggle to find relationships. Because like I told you guys before, like I feel like the problem is we're not accepting the reality of what men and women really want. Like when these are the men that come into you, this is what we want, right? This is what we want. This is all we want. And if you give us this, you're mine forever. And the problem is like we're trying to go against that. And the women, same thing with you guys. You guys want a guy that has a good income. You want a guy that's very masculine, and you got a guy that's tall. So you're telling us what we want. And the guy's like, all right, you want me to be tall? I'm tall. You want me to be have a good job? Okay, I'll be a good job. And you want me to be very masculine? Okay, be masculine. Boom, let's do it. But that's good. That's what you want. So the guys are telling you. So that's what you want. So the guy can, okay, cool. I met all these things that you guys wanted. I'm telling because you have standards, I have standards too. So I have met all your standards. What I'm asking you to do is just be loyal, stay home, be feminine, and don't have provocative pictures. That's it. That's all. Like I said, he's met yours, and we met mine. And then the problem with modern dating is we're trying to go against that, even though that's what men want. But men, like I said, people want to not say it, and women just as you're telling us what we want, but a lot of men are not accepting that. You know, you guys want a guy that's a good job, and the guys, I don't have ambition and goals. Well, good luck finding a woman that was kind of married. Right? So you guys are telling me what we want, and then we're telling you guys what we want. But then there's a clash, and the women and the people do find relationships and do get married are the ones that accept it. They find a guy that's willing,
they find a halfway mark.
Yeah, they're willing to accept what the man wants, and the man the men are willing to accept what they want, and those are the people that get married, and the people that don't get married and are single are trying to fight against that. And I guess because of culture, society is telling and that's the thing, and I feel like that's the problem to modern dating is people we're trying to change what men and women really really want, and because of independence, because of this, because we're unwilling to change, and because of the culture of this is just the way we are nowadays. But if you look at the people, like I said, if you look at the people that do get married, and just look at it, there's always the people that are willing to accept each other for what they both want. So, and then like I said,
so when Peti gets married, she's gonna take me and Tasha shopping because we're both gonna be still single.
Right, I'm saying, can you have an open bar while you're at it?
Yeah, please, at the wedding.
Most staff. I was like, wait, what's wedding? No, I comprehend what you're putting out, Will. Like, I definitely see the drought on. I guess poly couples, I guess I could say drought, but I feel like I'm definitely wired and I was brainwashed by like hip hop culture, living in America, and then the whole history here with women's equality. So I do see it. I see what you mean. Like we're such strong, aggressive personalities. It's like, why can't you do this? And we're just like, no, because that's who we are. Yeah. So I see what you're trying to put out there. It's interesting. Like I never noticed.
It's
But I don't see
facts.
anything wrong with us. Like, this is what's going
No,
on.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. I'm just, yeah, like I said, like I
This
have,
is the
I,
dilemma.
Facts.
I'm a-
It's total facts. Everything that you said is exactly facts. But and it depends on people's experience as well. Like you said, like it's the culture, but it's also experiences that we've been through that kind of makes it hard for you to adjust or compromise or whatever. But what you're saying is 100% facts.
yeah.
Whether
Okay.
we accept it or not, it's
Yeah,
the truth.
yeah. Like I said, it's just the truth, and it's up to us to make to live our own lives and make our own choices with what we want. So it's all good. And Tasha, kind of kind of quiet there.
I mean, I agree. Like, I see where like you men are coming from. Like Betty and MK said, like that. That's true and it's facts. So I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. I guess it just comes down to people's personal preferences.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So and I guess last question from all you guys. Give me some good ones. Some last question from all you guys. And I'll start with Tasha. You got a question? I'll start with you. Give me a good question to end off our podcast. End off our podcast for tonight.
I mean, y'all want like an appropriate question or
Hey.
No.
Oh,
We would like an inappropriate
Anything.
question.
It's after hours.
It's after hours.
It's dark in Hawaii now. You can ask it.
After dark. Yes.
I mean, because
Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
questions. No, I'm just kidding.
That's why people
I'll be
tune in.
appropriate tonight. But only appropriate because I know certain people are watching right now.
Yeah, give the people what they want.
I know my niece is watching right now, so
give the people what they want.
no, but do men does weight and physical appearances matter to you guys?
Good
Yes.
question.
It does. Now, like I said, it really depends on everybody's preference. But like I said, it does. For a lot of men, how you look it's both of us how we look. We both are sexually attracted, men and women. But if we want to be honest, like people that say that physical doesn't matter, they're lying. Like that's the first thing that we notice when we meet somebody. But preferably, it does matter. It does matter. Nobody when you meet somebody, like you do want to make sure that the person is pretty and fit, and but it really depends on you, on the person. But for a lot of guys, they do. If they had a choice, they want to go with the girl that has a good body. But like I told you before, it really depends on your options, right? If you have the opportunity if you're a guy or a girl that have the options of a guy, and then you will always pick the guy that has most of the time, but you will be attracted to the guy that has the best body, depending on your options, right? So same thing for guys as well. We do care about that. But I really believe it really depends on your options, though. So the more attractive you are as a person, as a guy, as a girl, that means you have more options. And if you have more options, I feel like naturally you're gonna select the woman or the guy that has a good body.
I mean, so if you're dating like your dream girl, perfect, like she got the body you want, everything, and like she gains like a lot of weight, and next thing you know, she's like pushing 300-400 pounds. Like, what are you gonna do? So
this is the thing. Body does it is an important thing, but I think the most important thing is adding value. Because I mean, for a lot of guys, I mean, my personal experience, I've met girls before that are very pretty, but then after having talking to them, like, I realized that they don't provide any value to me. Like they're just a pretty face, So, what I'm saying is, are you talking about commitment or initial attraction?
No, I'm just saying, like, like you have a girlfriend, like you love her, like she has a great personality, like she has like such a pretty body, but she gains like so much weight, and now she's pushing 300-400 pounds. Like, does weight matter to you guys? If you want the honest answer, yeah. Well, I mean, what did it matter to you? Would it matter to you too? If your guy
keep it raw.
If your guy ended up gaining 300-400 pounds,
health issue. That's definitely a health issue.
Would that be concerning to you too?
I mean, if he ain't Peti, he ain't Peti. But no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
No,
I would try to help them, get back on track. Like, yo, like, let's hit the gym. Like,
I mean,
we're gonna start fasting. Like, but I'm like, I wouldn't just like leave them just because of that. I mean, if they got comfortable though in their skin and like they just left themselves there and like it just got to a point where they were really unhealthy and their health was like getting really bad, then like, yeah, and they didn't want to change it, I don't think I could be with someone like that.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's for guys that um it's something we do care about. We're very visual. We're very visual guys, and we always pay attention to the physical part. But like I said, if a guy had an option, I feel like it always comes down to options. So if the more option a guy has, same thing with the girls, the more options you have, you always would go with. Naturally, we'll always go with the more attractive physical girl or guy. So if you want to help like I said, if you want to attract the person that you really, really, really want, I feel like it does help. It does help if you are more fit, if you take care of yourself. And I'm not saying like you have to be an IG model. I'm just saying just be healthy. Be healthy. You have a better chance of attracting people. But if you just let yourself go and call it self-love journey.
No, but I think that it's not only options, but it's also like preference. It's preference to what people want, because some people are like, oh my God, you're so hot, you're so this. And then some guys are like, oh my God, look at your fupa. Like, that's the kind of shit that I get. And I'm just like, I don't really give a shit what you think about my body. So I feel like I'm okay. But I think when it comes to like that amount of weight, if you're going to like 300 pounds,
that's what I'm saying.
It's almost like it's a health issue. But for women, it's different because we have kids.
Yeah.
Like, our bodies change. And so it's hard for us to get back to the size 5 and the size like so stigmatized weight or image that is the preferable image. It's hard. Like, and I think that's what Tasha's point is that I attracted you at a size decent, but now I had a baby and I'm a little chubby. I'm like,
No, that's fine. Yeah. No.
Are men still attracted to their other halves when they're a little chubby? Like, I feel like they're not. They're on Instagram scrolling for the freaking size 7 girl, to like whatever.
No, what I'm saying is no. Like once you're like once a guy loves you, like he understands that you're gonna go through a phase. We're just talking about like initial attraction, like to attract somebody so you can date them. I do believe.
But I think Tasha's question was like eventually. It wasn't like initially.
Yeah, no, like you guys are already dating.
Okay, so that was different.
Well, well, put on weights like like 20 pounds, 30 pounds. But if you push it like 50 to 100 pounds, look.
I mean, I know people who gain like 100 pounds for that answer.
I'm loyal, but goddamn, 50, 100 pounds.
No, but a lot of people put on weight when they get in relationships because they're happy and they're eating and they're like happy.
Weight is a real thing.
It's a thing.
But I'm gonna put it out there. Like some guys out there, that's all they got. That's why options of it is. That's why options. I feel like if you're a woman or a guy, let's go like 300 or 200, 400 pounds, right? Some, like you said, most people wouldn't stay with that, but if they do stay, they're not confident to find somebody else, so they stay. But if that person had an option, so like I said, if your guy was hitting 300 pounds, 400 pounds, and for a fact the guys will take you, you would go naturally. I'm just saying is, if you do stay, there's some guys out there, they do stay in those type of relationships because I feel like they're limited by their options. So, but like I said, we're talking about like 20, 30 pounds. Hey, 20, 30 pounds, it's all good. It's all good to me.
Thick. That's what I call thick.
It's all good to me. That's how I like my women. Probably women.
Thick as it.
In a bowl of oatmeal.
It's all good to me. But I'm gonna say, but like 50, I'm gonna be honest, 50, 100 pounds. God damn.
We'll buy you a membership to the gym.
We'll work out together. We'll work out together. We'll motivate each other. But be honest, both sides. Like if you saw a guy getting 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 pounds, like damn. But for me, honestly, it's not even about the weight too, but like your health risk. Like you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like
It's
you're
true.
gonna put how many polys die with heart disease all the time and leave me behind with all the, our children.
Right.
That's what's concerning to me. Like in the Polynesian community, you see that all the time. People pass away from chronic diseases at a very young age, and because of polys, like we don't take care of our health. So that's something that it's really, really important to take care of your health, not for the attraction, but for longevity, so you can be there for your family. I want to make sure that if I'm with a woman, I would prefer to be with the wife that has some kind of like health standards with herself. So that way, I say, I know I'll be with this forever. We're
Right.
gonna be here for a long time. I don't want you to like I got to go to the hospital and because you don't want to, go out there and put in work. I feel like I do want a woman to take care of herself. So that way she could be only for me, but for the kids as well. Okay, but that was Tasha's question. Did that answer your question, Tasha?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about you, MK? What's your question?
I want to know
Demon hours.
what do you think? Like, if you're sliding into someone's DM for the first time, what do you think is an ideal opening line that actually is going to make us respond to you? Not saying you specifically, I don't know what if you do or not, but if you're sliding into someone's DMs, what do you think is, I have my own answer, but I want to know what you think is a good opening line in like trying to meet the person or just trying to be like cool with them or like whatever.
Shoot. I think it depends on the social app, number one.
Or okay, so it's like Instagram. Okay, say it's me. It's Instagram, and you see my post, and you see how I post. What do you think would be a good like you want to get to know me a little bit more, maybe? But what would be a good opening line that you think that I would respond to?
In my personal opinion, I feel like direct and honest. Being honest and being direct is the best way to go about it. Because most guys, because you guys know, if you're attracted to a woman, most guys are trying to give you some bullshit. Right?
Yeah, 150%. Right.
So why not? So do something that most guys won't do. But I feel like for me, that's always for me. I've DM'd some girls in the past, and for me, I'm just direct. I just tell them, hey, I saw your profile. You're cute. What's up? And then that's it. And then if they be direct. Let them know, hey, I feel like that being open and be direct is the best way to go about it. Especially we all know that everybody's on social media is trying to like front and try to play games.
Exactly.
So for me, yeah, just say, hey, hi, I'm right into the profile. I think you're cute. I want to get to know you, and then see what she says. I think being honest and being direct, especially in social media. Yeah. So what are some things that guys have said on your DM? Like what is like?
Want to know?
Give me some crazy.
But I'll tell you what. Sometimes people get really like surprised that I respond. I can't respond to every single one. I'll just like the comment or whatever. But the ones that I actually respond to, like, first of all, like, I'm not even trying to be in a relationship, or I'm not even trying to I'm doing nothing right now. I'm not trying to date. I'm not trying to go on dates. I'm not trying to link up. I'm not trying to do any of that shit right now. I'm just trying to like really just like get my shit together mentally, prepare for a king, hopefully one day. But like the ones that I respond to are like, hey, like, I like your energy, your positive vibes, whatever. I just want to tell you have a good day or something like that, or like, this one guy, I thought it was pretty cute. He's like, hey, what's your email? I was like, what's for what? And he's like, I want to submit a resume so that you will like, you know what I mean? Like, so we can be friends or whatever. Or if they say something like, I know that they read my post because they'll say something like, oh, I don't understand why so many people hate on you and why these guys hate on you, because there's a lot of hate on my shit, but I don't understand why they hate on you, because somebody would be lucky to get even a minute of your time, or something like that. The guys that say, wow, you responded, oh my God, you're actually like somebody. Those are the ones that respond to versus like, hey, how's it going? Like, bro, there's no like conversation. There's no substance. Like, oh, do you like basketball? That's cool. Like, oh, what's your football team? It starts a conversation. Oh, where are you at? What are you doing? Like, I mean, I'm not going to answer that like 1,000 times in my DMs. This is like, I post what I'm doing. You know, you can see what I'm doing. You can see who I am. Like, oh, I want to get to know you. Like, I'm not even trying to get to know anybody. And I've said that like 1,000 times, but you know, I do respond, and I'm just wondering what guys actually think is a good in, because some of it is really not good.
Yeah, well, like I said, most guys when it comes to DMing, they always either from personal experience or what everybody else is doing. So if all your friends are DMing girls a certain way, or that's what every guy would do. But if anybody out there, if you do meet a girl, like I feel like it's important for you guys to be creative, be different what most guys are DMing.
It is, and to be respectful, especially if you don't know who the person really is. Like, it doesn't matter what she's posting if she's half naked or whatever. You still have some respect, you know.
And make it, and from my personal opinion, like if you make it some humor, make it funny.
Funny, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, you know the funny. The funniest way I've ever DM'd a girl before. I sent pictures of furniture.
What?
I sent pictures of furniture on her DM. I just sent her a picture of a couch of just furniture on her DM. And then she asked me, "What are you doing?" That's what she responded, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm moving into your DM." That started a convo.
I like that.
I just started posting like pictures of the bed, a cabinet.
I like that. That's creative.
Oh yeah, that was be creative. So yeah, just I feel like because every guy is like because we all know like oh yeah. Since we're talking about it, I do want to ask you, our guys, how many DMs do you usually get from random dudes, say day or week?
Huh?
How many DMs do you guys get from random guys? Like from random guys?
Oh my gosh.
Like you, MK, how many DMs do you get, like say in a given week? From
a week?
From random guys. Just give like estimate.
Probably thousands.
1,000?
Like a lot.
Like 1,000?
MK getting all the DMs for all of them.
Damn, MK.
Right. Like a lot.
For all
because I post a lot, and I understand. I don't know what I'm putting out there, so I know what is happening.
Okay, damn, 1,000. All right, nice.
But I get a lot of in a week. I get a lot of DMs. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Tasha? How many DMs do you get in a week? From random guys.
Me, none.
Stop.
Stop it.
Political correct. Who is
Stop
watching
it.
this, Tasha?
You saying
her niece is watching. Remember, she's not being honest.
Stop it.
Like, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, nothing too crazy like MK's.
Yeah, even like average estimate in a week. How many DMs you get? Random dudes.
I don't know, a lot. Like, I probably say around like in a week.
Yeah, just say a week. Average week, a slow week.
A slow week, probably like 200 maybe.
Dang, 200.
But like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't open my DMs. I don't reply.
But see,
I don't like talking. Like, I don't like talking to people. Like, I barely text my family back.
No.
Like, I'm horrible at replying.
But that's why and what about you, Peti? Like average week, how many DMs do you get from random dudes?
No, I thought Tasha's first answer was honest, because I was like, I don't get shit either. I'm being so honest. I don't
all platforms, all social media platforms. You get none.
All social media, my Facebook, my Instagram, my Snapchat. It's been pretty dry in my forest, y'all. I need some rain.
All right, hey, if you're watching this, open it. She opened it up. She opened the floodgates.
Just slide in Will's DM first. You know?
She open it up, guys. She wants a rain.
But in my defense, it'd be like the same people that like slide up. It's like, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know what? My account is public though too, so that makes a difference.
Mine is too.
I mean, but I post a lot of shit in like my stories and like whatever else, and I don't really care about what I have on or whatever. You know what I mean? So I know that's what it attracts. It's not like, oh wow, she has a lot of DMs. It's not even like that. It's just like, because that's what I put out there. You know?
but the reason why I asked it because like we're talking about being creative, right? If it's like 20, 200, 1,000 guys messaging.
Yeah, and these guys are like, how do I get your attention? How do I get your
Yeah,
attention?
if you're doing
You know
if you're doing
what I
the same thing, you're doing the same thing everybody else is doing, then like, but if you do it, you go a different route, be creative, humor, or be honest,
Right.
be courteous, or be respectful, whatever. But yeah, but the chat, yeah, it's especially DMing is not something that works a lot, especially for a lot of women.
It doesn't, but you know what? Like, I'm like a dude. Like, people don't realize, like, I'm in this body, but I'm like a dude. Like, and I worked in a bar for a long time. So, like, I like to talk to guys, and I don't think anything of it, but I have to remember not everybody is like that. You know what I mean? It's like, once you open up the floodgates, it like pours, and it's like, especially like in Hawaii, like guys are like kind of different. I mean, they know like whether it's like for real or not, but I feel like like, especially on IG, you're attracting all kinds of people from all over the world, all over different states and like whatever. It's different. So I kind of have to watch how I talk, because it may sound flirty or it may sound like an open invitation, but that's just my personality. Like, I'm just a social butterfly. Like, that's just me, so I have to kind of like watch what I say and who I'm saying it to.
All right, for sure. How about you, Betty? What's your question? What is your question?
Yeah, because you were taking notes.
Huh?
Can I do like 2 questions?
Oh,
like
yes.
the second one is like hella short.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, first one. This is the first one. It's a serious one. Would you lose respect for a woman you had sex with the first night compared to a woman who held it out?
That's a good question.
That is a really good question.
Be real, Will.
I'm gonna be real. And no, when it comes, if a guy really likes you and the guy is really serious about you, I'm telling you, to be honest, guys, we don't really care if you have sex for the first night. Doesn't matter to us. We don't have that conversation. I feel like that's more women shaming each other because you guys gave that. Because I hear that from women. I remember like when I have sex with a girl the first night, I never go home. We don't go home and, oh, she gave up the first. We're just happy. Guy, we're just happy we had sex. That's how guys. We're just happy we had sex. And I also feel like that women would prefer to have sex on the first night too, also. But I feel like for a lot of you guys are afraid that if you have sex, if you have the first night, that you guys think that we're gonna think differently of you.
You guys who?
The men. If you give up the first, because I do hear from a lot of women, they say like, oh, if I give it up, it's gonna think I'm easy. No. I'm telling you, like, if a guy really likes you, it doesn't really matter to us whether you give up the first night. I mean, we'll take it, we prefer it. I'm not gonna deny it. But if he really about you, like, he doesn't care. He has, if he cares, if he likes you and he's serious with you, he doesn't change his opinion of whether you give up the first night. I feel like that's more of you guys. I think personally I hear that from more women, like shaming each other for giving up the first night, or you guys are concerned that if you give up the first night that we won't take you seriously. And I think a lot of women get that experience because they had sex with the one guy before, and he dipped and he ghosted, and you guys, oh, because I gave it up, that's why he ghosted. No, that guy was gonna leave anyway. If a guy is not committed to you, like, sex doesn't keep, like I said, sex doesn't not gonna be the reason why a guy keeps. Sex is not gonna be the reason why a guy commits with you. Sex is gonna be part of it, but there's more that you provide more than sex. So it doesn't matter if you give him sex in the beginning or later on, he already wants to be with you. You provide value to him as a man, and he just knows that if you don't give it, like, if he doesn't give it the first night, he knows he's gonna get it because you guys both know that he likes you and he knows that you like him, and it's just a matter of time. But we don't really think about that. I mean, I've heard a few men, but that's usually like the insecure guys or the guys that trying to play around. But most of the guys I know, that once they meet the girl and they know, oh, this is mine, this is the woman I want, it doesn't really matter if he gives it up on the first night, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, you totally answered my question.
Okay,
but for the serious one.
Yeah.
Chest or bottom?
Oh, yeah.
Another preference question.
Is there like a
or both?
Third, yeah, is there a both thing or option or no? Or it has to be one of the either?
It's your preference.
I'm a ass man. I do.
Okay, me too.
I do like a nice ass. I will be honest. I'll be honest. And yeah, most of the guys most of my friends, most of them say they do like prefer the ass more than the titties. But yeah, that's yeah. Though. Yeah, I'm gonna ask.
Okay, front or back? We're done here.
She said, "We're done here. The notes are taken. Duly noted."
We like the movie.
Okay, period.
Yeah, do like the. I guess I'm an ass dude, so I do like the back. So because I do like the ass. So yeah. Yeah, that's
well, thank you, Will.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty simple. That is pretty simple. A simple question. So but yeah.
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Wait, are you about to end?
Yeah, I'm about to close it up right now.
Like the viewers want to know if you can have a Q&A with them.
Q&A with the viewers?
Yeah, like
right
the viewers want to ask the question.
Okay, listen. All right, listen. Okay, I can't. Let me see the questions. I don't. Yeah, can you see the questions, Tasha?
Yeah, I can see the comments.
Okay, are you guys down to do a quick Q&A with everybody right now?
Yeah, that's fine. Let me see.
All right.
What are the questions?
What are they saying, Tasha?
Hold on. There's a lot to go through.
Just pick some the ones that stand out.
Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. There's too much on here.
Oh shit!
Somebody said in or out.
What did you say? Huh?
That sounds really extra personal.
What did you say? What was the question?
They said in or out.
In and out?
In or out.
In or what does that mean? Is that the burger place? I want in and out right now. Yeah, I want a burger right now.
You want in and out right now, or are you trying to be in and out with somebody?
What in and out? What are they talking about? I don't know. I have no idea what that means. They have to elaborate on that.
All right. So someone said, Will asks all the girls for what they look for in a man. What does he look for? And if he met someone with all his qualities, but the girl made more money and was a little overweight, is that a deal breaker? Ooh, they coming for you, Will?
So what's the first part of the question is, what do I look for in a woman?
Yes.
Okay. No, it's for me, if that's what you're asking me, I'm very traditional. So like I told you guys before, I prefer my mom to the wife to stay home, and let me go work, and I'll take care of the bills, I'll take care of everything, and I just want my wife to stay home and take care of the kids. And for me, that's something I'm looking for. So when I meet women, there, that's what I look for in a relationship. Just she's I be the let me go to work and you just take care of the home. That's very simple.
Okay, and then the second part was, if you met someone with all those qualities, but the girl made more money and was a little overweight, is that a deal breaker?
Well, with the girl making more money, like I told you guys before, like that's when we had this conversation. Like, it's not something that we're not attracted to. So for me, when I meet a woman that make more money, it's I know for me, for myself, it's not something I'll be attracted to, because I would prefer. But if she does make more money, then I would prefer her to be, as long as she's willing to take care of the kids, I'll be down. But if she wants to, because I prefer to let me go to work and I'll handle all that business and they can take care of the things at home. So she's willing to stay at home, take care of the kids, and don't have to work no more. We could, but she wants to keep doing her thing. Then that probably be a deal breaker. But the weight part, like I told you before, a little weight doesn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, 50. We talked about it. 50, 100 pounds. If you're starting to have health issues and then put yourself in jeopardy, and that will be a concerning to me. So For me, I'm not looking for an IG model. I'm looking for like a woman. For me, as long as you take care of yourself, because I do want longevity. Like I do want to make sure that I'm pretty confident me and her are gonna be forever. You know, I don't want to have worry about you having heart problems or something like we do see a lot of Pacific Islanders go through. So yeah, that's a question. Do you see any questions for you guys?
Yeah.
Tasha?
Are
Ask
you
me.
guys open to dating outside of your culture, ethnicity, or religious beliefs?
Oof, there you go. MK, and you want to answer that one?
I mean, I've never really dated outside of my
Island?
background. A religion, yes. I'm open for, I mean, it depends. I mean, I'm not like a big stickler on like a certain religion, but it would make a difference in dating. Like, say if I did, like, I'm like a gift giver. Like, I love to give gifts. Yeah. Like, it'd be hard for me to like date, like Jehovah's Witness or something. You know what I mean? So I think religion would be a hard one. Outside of my culture, maybe, depends.
Okay.
Peti?
All right.
Oh yeah, so open, bust it wide.
You know what? Y'all better just go ahead and add her on Facebook, slide up in them inboxes,
She's so
ask
free
for that
spirit.
Snapchat. She ready.
Oh, I got a good question for you guys. I saw this,
Okay.
somebody post this. If you met the man of your dreams, but your family doesn't approve, and your family doesn't like him, and would you be okay with that? Or does your family would you want a guy that your family likes? Or if you meet a guy that your family doesn't like, disapproves, and you know it's gonna cause issues, but would you still be with them? That's the question.
That's hard.
That's hard, but you know what? Like, I'd give up my family.
All right. Hey. For the right
Hey,
man,
I mean,
right?
you know what
Hey,
they
for the
say.
for the
The family you come from is
I mean, but
important.
what families
It's
are
the
we
family
talking
you
about?
create, okay?
Are we talking
just
about
saying.
like our kids' family, or are we talking about like our like regular
Sure.
family?
Yeah,
Because
well,
if it's
tell you
my
what,
kids, I can't give up my kids.
Like our
but-
brothers, our sisters.
yeah,
Yeah,
your
aunties and
immediate family.
uncles, bye. Gotta go.
You met the man of your dreams. You met the man of your dreams, but your family doesn't like him for whatever reason. But he's everything you want. He's nice to you. He loves you, but for some reason your family doesn't like it. But would you be able to do that?
I have to be honest, I can't. I mean, I know I'm capable of doing it, but it's just like when it comes to my family, you know, it has to sync. Like, and if it doesn't sync, it's like, damn, that's too bad.
Okay, that's respect. What about you, Tasha?
I mean, I agree with Bethy because I don't know. I'm really family oriented. So if my family don't like you though, like my whole family don't like him.
Well, no, majority. I'm saying majority. Like the majority.
Like majority, I wouldn't care. But if my mom and my kid don't like you, it's just not gonna work. Like, especially if my kid don't like you, you gotta go.
Yeah.
It's a no. But I mean, if it's like my cousins and whatnot, they just don't like you, like, all right, whatever. Like, they ain't the ones you sleeping with at the end of the day. So
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So your family matters for you guys. But yeah, I do. Yeah. I get that. Yeah. Family is everything too. You see any other comments to Tasha or anybody?
yeah, my niece said don't ever skip her question.
What was her question? What was her question?
She said, how do you show support to your partner who's going through things mentally and it seems as if they push you away?
Oh, wow.
Good question.
Yeah.
So how do you support? How do you show support to? So she's coming from the female perspective, right? How do you show support as a female to the man to your man if he's going through something? Is that what you're saying? Is that what she's saying?
He's like going through some like mental health.
She just said, how do you show support to your partner, like, you know, whoever your partner is, who's going through things mentally and it just seems like they're pushing you away?
It's pushing it. So
I
yeah,
think
it's
you
it's a
still have
mental
to
health.
be there. You still have to be there and support whatever the situation is. I mean,
Yeah,
depend on what the mental
yeah.
situation
It's a
is.
broad
Like, you know what I
question.
mean? Like
Yeah.
if
It's a
it's like if it's like say it's like drug addiction or it depends on what is the problem. But at the end of the day, if that's your partner, you're gonna support them fully. I mean, I would and I do. You have to go down in the trenches with them. But if it's something like say mentally, like say you lost a parent or you lost someone in your family, you have to be supportive of that person. And if that's your partner and if that's who you're making a life with, it's going to affect you, of course, right? The way that they act out or the way that they come across towards you or whatever. And they're going to keep pushing away because that's what they do. But you have to just keep trying to be there. It's like the death do your part kind of mentality and not take offense to it. Because I know people that have been through something like this.
Mhm.
And then it's like, I have to talk to them because my friend is like taking offense to the way that person's treating. And it's like, but you have to understand they're going through something. And
Mhm.
this is your time for you to be there. And you have to keep continuing to be there rather than say like, oh, well, they're pushing me away. Okay, bye. I gotta go. I'm gonna go drink with my friends,
Mhm. Yeah. So while we're on this topic, I do want to ask you. I feel like this is an important question. So, um, do you guys are you guys if a guy's overly emotional, is that something that's attractive to you guys?
I mean, depending on why they're overly emotional, I guess. I mean, like, if he's going through things, like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, damn, you're a bitch, bye. Like, no, I mean, like I don't know. I'm such a like I said before, like I'm so understanding. Like if I know why you're being so emotional, because like some people they get emotional over losing like their brother or something, like of course they're gonna sit there and cry it out. And I'm not gonna sit there and judge you off of that. Like I'm about to sit there and like help support you and like be that person that you can lean on, especially if you're my partner.
Mhm.
So I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't judge them. It's kind of like how the question is, like if they like were to push me away, like regardless of how much somebody tries to push me away, well, I'm just a stubborn ass person. So like you can push me away all you want, but I'm gonna still be right there. Like, where are you going? Because we about to go together. Like, but I just feel like throughout those times, like you have to still continue to be there for that person and like not leave their side and just give them the support that they need. Cause like regardless of if they tell you they want it or not, just you being there, like you guys you don't have to say nothing, like you don't have to talk to that person, but just like you being there and letting them know that you're there, like that brings so much peace to that person. And like I feel like a lot of people fail to realize that.
Yeah, yeah. Good. No, before I go ask MK and Betty, the reason why I asked that question because I feel like I do hear a lot of women. They always say things like, "I want a guy that's vulnerable and he wants, tell me all his feelings and be emotional to me." And I do hear a lot of women say that. But then when men do that, they are turned off by it. And for me, what I believe is like, because I believe that as women, you guys it's important for you guys to have that rock, to have that man, that masculine man in your life. And as men, like, in my opinion, is like if you're going through something, like if you overly express yourself to a woman, sometimes it's depending on if you're in a relationship, she might lose attraction for you if you're just because a lot of you guys want security. So if a guy is too open, emotional, or he's just coming home complaining about something at work and telling you all the things that he's going through, I feel like that's a turn off because I've seen guys do that. I've seen women say they want a vulnerable man, and the guy's actually vulnerable with her, and then she gets turned off by it, and then she leaves him. So I feel like that it's better off as a man just to like, if you need that vulnerability, then do get it with other men. Like go with your friends and get that support from them, because I feel like sometimes if you do overdo it with a lot of women, they might lose respect for you as a man. They're just too emotional, and of course, like being over emotional, that's like kind of feminine sometimes. So, but I want to know your thoughts on that. Do you guys prefer a guy that is very emotional for you guys, telling you everything he's going through, if he's had a bad day at work, or do you prefer a guy just to like emotional here and there, but he just he just keeps to himself and just uh figures out on his own? Peti?
I mean, I definitely want him to come to me if he's going through something, you know. I want to be that person, that go-to person. But at the same time, kind of what Tasha said, like it really depends on what he's crying about, like what the situation is. Because I'm not gonna lie, like if a guy just like, if say I'm talking to him and he just like started crying,
Yeah. It's like, oh,
I'm
I had a
I'm
bad day at
not
work.
like, I'm just like, I get awkward around emotion, but at the same time, like I want to be there, but it's like I just don't know what to do. I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Would that
my
turn you
presence
off?
here. Um, I wouldn't say it turns me off, but it just shows me another side of that person.
Would you?
I don't know. I am very masculine. Like it's really hard for me to even cry
Yeah.
in front of other people. So
So would you lose like attraction to that guy if he just like cried?
no, I mean I'd say he's the G for like crying to me. You know, like, oh wow, like you really don't care. You don't care, you know, you just let it out.
Yeah.
Um I'm just not used to it. I think that's just it. I'm just not used to it. Like I should be crying, even though I shouldn't be
Yeah, yeah.
crying.
But what's your
But
preference? Would you rather be with the guy that cries, or would you rather be with the guy that just emotionally stable, just holds it in and takes care of it? He may be vulnerable here and there a little bit, but for the most part, he just figures out on his own and just beats that rock.
I'd have to say the emotional here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, MK? Guy that cries.
So I was with someone that was overly emotional for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And emotional in the sense of like, okay, if they share their feelings, like this is how I feel, this is how my day went and stuff like that. But I'm talking about like I barely cry and he cried all the time. But very masculine, very on the outside world, very masculine, very tough guy, very this. But to me, it was kind of like it's draining, honestly, when they're overly emotional.
Yeah.
It's draining for me because I'm just like grow a pair of balls. Like my balls are bigger than yours. In that sense. But I mean, there's times when I wanted him to be vulnerable and of course open up and we cry about certain things together, but not like all the time on every issue. It gets very, very, very draining. And like I said, it's like grow some balls, you know, like be the man, period.
No, and I feel like that's a narrative that society is putting out there. Like, be vulnerable. And I see a lot of men do it, and the girls they want, they lose respect for. Either they lose respect for him, or they're like they don't take him serious no more. And I feel like that because, like I said, because for you guys, like I told you before, security is important for you guys. You want a guy that you feel secure, that no matter how bad things get, that he can still be able to stabilize himself and figure things out and not just break down. Right. And then for a lot of guys, like I would tell them, if you're going through something, I actually prefer go do it with your friends, with your guys, because we can understand each other as men. But if you do it with your woman, then I'm just saying some of them, like I said, will get turned off by it. Especially
I mean, I don't necessarily think it's like you lose respect. I think it just gets tiresome, after a while. I'm not like, oh my God, something a crybaby to your face, but in my mind, I'm like, Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, because you guys want that rock. You don't want that guy to be your guy. You don't want the guy that's always gonna cry all the time. So and yeah, I always have friends. I was like, look, I see that happens with their friends. Their girlfriend would tell them, "Hey, be vulnerable and be emotional. That's what we want, or that's what the narrative is now." But then they do that, and then the girl lose attraction for him, or they lose respect for him. Either one, and because like I said, one person. I feel like in any relationship, like the normal relationship, one person has to be the man and the masculine and the feminine to work out. You can't go both ways. I feel like that's. It's like do you guys do believe in the yin and the yang, like the light, dark?
Right.
Most definitely.
I do believe in. I believe there has to be a balance. The masculine, feminine, yin, yang, light, dark.
Yeah.
And then when that balance is not the same, then that's when doesn't work out. But yeah, guys, we have made it. We made it. We made it to after dark. We made it, y'all. We made it. We made it. Tasha, you see any weird comments there, Tasha? Any weird comments from
No,
people?
you know what? There was a good one that said, and I think we should answer it, is the age gap. What is the age gap that you're willing to date? What is
real quick.
Somebody said legal, and that was funny because that's
So-
real funny.
So real quick, everybody give their age gap out. What's the oldest you're willing to date, and what's the youngest you're willing to date? Start off with UMK. Go ahead. Oldest and youngest.
Oldest, youngest, I'm gonna say 38. Oldest, I'm gonna say 50.
50. Okay. All right. What about you, Tasha? Youngest and oldest.
Youngest would probably be 24.
24. Okay. And then oldest.
I'd probably say like I'll say 35.
35.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Peti?
23 to 40.
23 to 40.
It was an age gap to sleep with, not date.
Oh, in that case,
Sleep one.
18.
Hey, I have no age. Just
in that
as long as
case,
it's legal.
on the younger part, knock off a couple years for each of us.
Yeah. So sleep.
I'd say, I don't know. I mean, what would you guys say?
I'm
I
saying
mean, there is experience
Yeah.
in the older.
I mean, if we're talking truths, we're talking experience recently. Just kidding.
You just take what you get.
Okay, from you guys' personal experience, what was the biggest age gap that you guys have ever slept with?
Like 10, 11, 12.
Hold
I
on,
mean,
let me
between
count.
those years, like
Let
10
me
years older
calculate.
than me.
Okay. What about you, MK? Older.
12 years.
12 years. Oh, you,
Younger.
Tasha?
He was 11 years older.
11 years older.
Damn.
Yeah.
What about you, Will?
Yeah, Will, don't be trying to leave yourself out.
No, I've never had slept with a woman that was older than me. At the same age, for me, it's always been the same age or younger. I've never been with somebody that was older than me.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, so what's your younger age?
What'd you say?
What's your younger age?
He said he never. He said
Oh,
he never.
I'm never older. I never did it when I was older
He's
than me. It's
only
always-
his age group. He stays
My-
in his age. He stays
it's
in
my-
his appropriate age group.
But I feel like, like I said, I feel like for a lot of
Like 5 years?
Oh yeah, we talk
What?
about younger. Talk about younger.
Yeah, I was talking
Yeah.
about your younger. He gonna be like 15.
This is an honest thing. Remember, Will? This is an honest
Just keep it
conversation.
legal.
No, I have. Yeah. I think the youngest was like 19. That was the youngest. That was
Okay,
it. I'll
period.
be honest.
I mean,
I'll
she
be
was
honest.
legal.
Be honest. I'll be honest.
9 years be looking like 23-year-olds.
What'd you say?
I was just saying younger girls look older nowadays.
That is true. That is true.
If you guys had the opportunity to be I guess sleep with a guy that was like 18, 19, did they have a shot, or would you never?
I cannot do younger.
Their sex
Like,
drive is really up though.
You can be a day younger than me, and I just won't give you the time of day.
Is it because of maturity, Tasha?
I don't know what it is. It's just something that's I don't know.
I mean,
But I feel like for a lot of women, like I said, we talk about like the attractions. Like you guys like guys that are usually older because they can give you like more security. Because as guys, we mature late. I don't know if you guys see it.
Exactly.
We mature
You
really
think?
late. You guys mature older faster than us. So like you guys before, like security and is really important to you guys. So usually the older guys, they actually give you guys more security than the younger guys. So you guys find that more attractive.
True, but younger guys have more energy.
Yeah.
I mean, to do things. You know what I mean? Younger guys have more energy
Yeah.
to get out
I
and
know.
do things.
I see a lot of you, but now I see a lot of young girls now. I see all the time now, like younger girls dating older guys.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's the thing.
I rarely see. I rarely see a girl date the same age group. It's always the guys that are older.
Yeah,
nowadays.
no, that's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking for my older guy.
Yeah,
Are you looking for sugar daddies out here?
Sugar daddies.
But without the sugar part.
I was like, I'm gonna need that sugar.
They said, can a cheater change? And someone said they don't agree with you, Will, on the maturity part.
I know what?
Huh?
No. It's scientifically proven that you guys are mature faster than men.
Oh yeah, no, that's a fact.
Look it up.
That's a fact. We
Yeah,
already
look
know
it,
that.
yeah, look it up. You gotta look that up. It's science. It's not opinion. Maybe you're not mature.
I'm not sure about that, Will.
So do you guys think a cheater can change?
Tough question.
I used to always think once a cheater, always a cheater. But now,
I mean, yeah, a lot of people do say that.
I want to ask you guys, have you guys ever taken back a guy that's cheated on you? Have you guys ever taken him back?
I mean, does it count if you were like...
You're trying to justify
12. Does it count if you were 12 years old in elementary?
Yeah, have you guys ever taken a guy back after he's cheated on you?
No.
Sadly.
Okay, Tasha said yes. Okay.
Well, okay, look, let me just clear that. First of all, I was a 16-year-old mom, and I thought like trying to make it work was for the best. So like,
okay,
yeah,
got you. But now, for you guys right now, like if you got cheated on you, it's over. There's no chance.
Oh no, you get one chance with me.
I'm like, let me see the pitch. I'm just kidding.
No.
But I want to ask you,
I don't know. I think a cheater can change. I used to believe, like, you know, like Betty said, like, I used to believe that, you know, once a cheater, always a cheater when I was younger. But just being who I am now and just looking back, everything, like, I fully do believe that cheaters can change. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people. I have a lot of guy friends, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, they was awesome hoes. Like,
right.
They was
but
awesome.
They're good people now.
Yeah, they was awesome hoes.
Right.
And now they're just all in like happy little relationships with the people that they cheated on their exes with.
Right.
And like now they do everything for the girl that they're with now that their ex wanted them to do for them.
Right.
And I just feel like, you know, like cheaters can change because at the end of the day, men are gonna do what they want for who they want to do it for.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So like
preach.
So I'm just saying, like, yeah, I think cheaters can change. I don't know if anybody else agree with me, but men are gonna do what they want for who they want to do it for.
Exactly.
She said it. It's who.
Yeah. Period.
Hey, but hey, I do want to ask you this because I heard women say this. They said that the guy, I've seen girls where they get cheated on, but the guy is high value enough. Should be down. Should be cool with it.
Wait, what?
If the guy is high value enough, I guess if the guy is high value enough or he has money, then she would tolerate it.
No.
Yeah,
I wouldn't, but there is women that do.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a lot of people in uncomfortable relationships that they're not happy in for certain reasons, for security, for financial, for I'm never gonna find somebody else and all that stuff. They'll stay, yeah, for sure. It ain't me, but
they out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do that.
You couldn't do that?
No.
No, I don't care who you think you are, how much value you have. Like,
Thank you.
if you cheat on me, like, we can fight and then you can leave. But just
the
know
left,
all
to
your
the
stuff
left.
is gonna be packed outside.
To the
Okay,
left,
you
to
better
the left.
you better call that girl to come pick your stuff up from in front of my house. 'Cause
Thank
I don't know
Oh.
where you think you're going, but it's not to me.
Oh, this is a good question. Do you guys believe in guy friends?
Yes.
Yes.
I love
I
my
feel-
guy friends.
Okay, like
too.
I feel like nowadays a lot of people like they be like, no, like guys and girls can't be
There is
friends
no such thing
without
as
having
guy
sex
friends.
or without having. But I do believe in platonic friendships only because I have platonic friendships. Like I have like guy friends who like they're seriously like those are just guy friends. Like
Are they in relationships or they're single?
I have like both.
Mhm.
So you have single. There's no. I'm telling you, there's no such thing as platonic guy friends.
Yes,
Yeah,
there
there
is.
There is.
I have gay
No.
friends.
I have platonic guy friends. Like, you know, it's nothing
You know
more
what
than just a friendship.
That's what you think.
No,
No,
they
it
know
is.
that too.
That
Yeah.
is a debate because one of my best friends has been my best friend for over 20 years and he's a guy. There's no intention.
Is he
have no
single?
feelings.
Is he single?
No, he's in a relationship.
Oh, that's different. He's in a relationship. I'm saying if there's no such thing as a single platonic relationship. If it's
Oh, I think
single.
there is. I think there can
Yeah. I've been friends with single dudes for years. Like our friendship is simply platonic. Like nothing
Right.
more,
Yeah.
nothing less.
True.
No. I'm telling you, a guy does not invest his time with a woman for no reason. Like those guys
I don't
want to have
believe
sex with you.
that.
I don't believe that. I feel like if I love you as a friend, like that's
Yeah.
just it.
Nah, I'm telling you, those guys are interested in you.
I don't,
But you
I
have.
don't
But
think
the thing
so.
is,
You know what?
but the thing is, you
start a whole conversation with me.
you
then.
have.
Right?
If they're friends,
This is a heated debate right here because
there's no such
honestly
thing
believe.
as guy friends.
Yeah, there is.
If a guy
No.
is,
Are you
So
not
you
my
don't
guy
think there's
friend?
no such thing as
Huh?
girlfriends?
yeah,
You
there's
don't
no
think
such
there's
thing.
no such
Yeah, there's no such thing as girlfriends.
So
You
we're
don't
not
think there's
friends.
no such thing as girlfriends. So you don't think that we all right here can be friends with you?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
we
saying
could.
is
Wow,
Even-
Will.
no. So
What you trying to say? Hold on.
No, what I'm saying, no, we're friends, but we don't see. I'm saying when I mean to say friends, I mean you're spending time with them. Like we know each other through Zoom call, but we don't hang out. We don't spend time with each other. We don't call on the phone.
So
every
you say
single
if I
time.
come to LA, you're not gonna like hang out with me? Well, serious.
No. Of course, but I'm saying is the guy or the girl that you're constantly talking with, that you're always hanging out with. You can't have that type of relationship and be platonic.
I don't really have
think
those.
you can. Yeah,
types,
I
but
have those.
No, you can't.
Mine's gay.
you can. I think you can.
If a guy, I'm
I
telling you,
believe,
if a guy is with you, he knows that you're not attracted to him. He's just waiting for his opportunity. He's just waiting for his opportunity for you. And hopefully he's thinking like, oh, one day there may be an opportunity for me to get in there, and he's waiting for it. He doesn't have the confidence to ask you, or you have friend zoned him.
I don't know. I got coffee ass friends.
You
So
piece of men are a work of art. I
I
tell you.
know. Y'all
I'm telling you.
I don't even know.
I'm telling you, it is
What's going on in the pool, y'all?
I'm
Y'all
telling
say
you,
women are
those guys,
complicated, y'all are complicated.
unless he's married, unless he's in a relationship, unless he's gay. If he's
think
single,
so.
If he's single, he's
I don't
heterosexual,
think so.
and he's spending time with you and in being with you. Like I told you guys before, like I mentioned, how do men show their love? Through protection and provision. We only protect and provide for the women that we see ourselves with. But the problem is you have made it clear you don't see him that way. So he's hoping that one day you may see him that way, and that's why he's with you. If I guarantee you, if you give him the opportunity to have sex with you, he will take it. He's not. No, we're friends. We're just friends. We're friends. We're gonna ruin this platonic relationship. I'm not gonna take that. Get out of here.
I have friends like that.
Have friends
I
like
think
what?
you can. I think
Like
you can.
platonic friendships. Like they,
But
I
they're-
don't.
but-
I
but
genuinely
they're- but
feel
they're
like they
single?
would.
They're single?
Yeah, that they wouldn't try to sleep with me.
Have you ever tried to?
Have I ever tried to sleep with
Yeah.
them?
Yeah,
No, because then that wouldn't make it platonic.
exactly. Try to, and I guarantee you that you see that how that platonic relationship go. Give him the opportunity.
You're gonna ruin her relationships. They're gonna be like, "Damn, Tasha, I thought you were serious."
Right? They're
I'm
like,
telling
yeah,
you,
I'm
give it.
right now. Like,
I
what
thought
the
you didn't get
Test
down
it.
like this.
I'm saying test it. Give him that shot and see if he takes it.
All right, look. If I test it and me and MK come out right, like I don't know, what are we getting out of this?
How you can prove it?
I mean, I literally have a lot of guy friends too, and I don't even think of them in that way. Like,
That's you.
I mean, but I'm not like hanging out with them every single day of my life. But like, I'm
So,
checking up on
okay,
them. They're checking up
so
on
you
me.
so
Right
let me MK. So you all the guys that are your friends. You don't think at all that there's one time in their mind of damn.
Well, some of them maybe, but not all of them. I don't think all men are like, oh, I'm gonna be her friend because I want to get in her dress. I don't think that way.
You don't know a lot about men.
I'm serious.
I'm telling you. If the guy's single and he's heterosexual and he's spending time with you, he just waiting for a shot. You don't waste time with women, like you said, that especially if you're a single guy. Like, he's just waiting for the shot. Either you friend zoned him, you made it clear that there's no chance, so he's just waiting for it, or he's not confident enough to approach you. So he's just very passive and just waiting until you get heartbroken, waiting for you to get vulnerable. And when that opportunity comes in, he's gonna slide in. I'm telling you, give it Tessa. Give it that. I'm telling you, give it.
Someone said that they have a guy friend they've known for damn near 20 years and they're just friends.
See?
It's possible.
Are they married?
No, they're single.
They're both single?
Yes.
Exactly. Has she ever tried to have sex with him or trying to get a relationship with him? Has he asked him? Exactly. Ask him.
How? I don't know their life. I wouldn't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
We need to have a part 2 to this.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, but like, I just explained it. Like, because they're not confident enough to tell you, and you don't see it that way. So of course, naturally, nothing's gonna happen. You're not gonna tell them because you don't see them as more than that. You're never gonna give them the opportunity, and because they don't have the confidence to ask you, so they're just waiting. They're just waiting. So
I don't think so. I feel like even if I did try to give a friend an opportunity, they wouldn't.
Yeah, try it. You'll see. You find out.
Actually, I think I did one time when I was drunk in Vegas.
Try it.
I think I did one time when I was drunk in Vegas.
I'm telling you, there's no such thing. I don't believe in both things. Like I don't believe in girlfriends and.
But then you know what? But this is the thing. Then it just ruins the friendship. Then there is not really a friendship after that.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
But I'm saying you're unaware of it. You're unaware of it.
Thinking about sex.
You're unaware, so you're unaware of it. But that's what they really are. The guys. That's
right.
Really
so if a guy's single and I'm single and we're friends and we're hanging out, you're saying he wants to sleep with me, whatever. I do it, then we don't end up being friends. That just like ruins the whole like point of being friends. Like,
yeah.
Because I'm not going to talk to them and it's going to be it's weird. Like we're not going to hang out and go.
It was the casual yeah for me.
Yeah, I just broke. I just gave you the reality.
Yeah. Period. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Never a friendship at the beginning.
So like I'm not trying to break up friendships, is what I'm saying. Like
yeah, I'm saying. But yeah, I'm telling you, I'll go if you offered, they will take it 100% of the time.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's 100%.
But you have it.
I think there's a percentage, but I don't think it's 100.
I guarantee you, if all those guy friends are single and they spend a lot of time with you,
we're gonna find out.
So you mean to tell us that you don't have no type of genuine girlfriends that are friends, that are single, that are just friends?
No, I'm single now, so I have friends like that. But if I'm married, I'm not. If I'm saying, if I'm in a relationship and I'm married, I'm cutting off those girls because I know how, I already know.
No, but I'm saying like, so you mean to tell us that you are single with no single friends who are girls?
No single friends who are girls?
Yeah.
No, I have friends that are girls that are single.
And do you want to sleep with them?
Do I want to sleep with all of them? No, I don't want to sleep with all of them. If I want to sleep with
that proves the point. That proves the point.
No, but the thing is, if I'm very direct, if I want to sleep with you, I'll be with you.
Right.
If I don't want to sleep with you, I'll let them know. Like, no, we're just gonna be friends.
But you said 100%.
Of men? of men.
Yeah, I'm saying there is a percentage, but I don't think it's 100% of men.
Yeah, you
I
literally
know,
just
I'm telling
said
you.
no guys are friends with girls just to be their friend.
No, I have friends. No, I'm saying I'm friends with girls, but like I said, I don't talk to them every single day. Like we're friends. But then when I say friends, I mean you talk to this guy every day. You spend time with them every day. I do have friends, but I'm saying I have a lot of girlfriends, but we're not talking every single day. I don't talk or like we're friends, but I'm talking about friends that talk. You talk to this guy every single day. Whatever you need, you reach out to him. He's there for you. If you're going through a hard time, you call him up. Hey, I'm going through something. That type of guy friend. That's what I'm saying. That's always there for you. That's fulfilling. That's fulfilling the.
Oh, you mean a best guy friend?
Yeah,
There's only one of those.
Yeah.
That's what
You
I'm
don't
saying.
mean the homies.
No, I don't mean the whole.
You don't mean the little homies, but you mean.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. The best. You can't have a guy best friend, and
Like
strictly
Lizzie McGuire.
I have a guy best friend though.
and strictly be tested.
I have a guy best friend, and I've had a guy best friend for a long time, and he's been single and not single, and we are like legit.
Yeah.
Like I would never.
He's waiting for you.
Like no, like I literally like the thing about it. He's like the perfect guy, but that's like my brother. Like it comes to the point where it's kind of like your brother.
For you, it's his brother.
Yeah, but I'm sure he knows this. You know what? Let's bring him on this live right now and let's see what he says.
Actually,
wait.
Will, that is
wait.
I can test.
I can test. I don't know if you're willing to do this. Send him a text right now. Hey, what's up?
He's probably asleep.
You know what? Let's all go do that because like now but people are actually saying that they do hope that next time we do bring more guys into the conversation. So,
oh yeah.
I don't know if there's gonna be a part 2, but
yeah, we can
that's what the people want.
That's what the people want.
What the people want.
They want a part 2 with more guys being involved.
I want to know if all guys think like that, because I really feel that guys have genuine girlfriends.
Yeah.
Like, and that like they help them through shit. Like if their mom dies, you know what I mean, or something like that. Like you call your friend. Like you. No,
We all have boys. I'm talking about friends. Like when I say a friend, like that's somebody like your best friend. Did you like? They're literally almost like you're in, like a girlfriend, but they're still just a friend. As I'm saying.
If y'all have a best friend of the opposite sex, do not sleep with them.
Yeah.
That's just gonna ruin the friendship. And at that point, it's not even friendship, it's dating. Like,
but I'm saying if you have a guy best friend, he's not your friend because he wants to be a friend. He wants to be with you. And he's waiting for his shot.
We're just gonna leave this question for the part 2.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, we got to come with.
There needs to be more guys in this one. But someone said, "Do you think a God-fearing relationship will lead you to a good and stable relationship?"
Oh,
God-fearing?
Yeah. Do you think a God-fearing relationship will lead to a good and stable relationship?
No, I do. I know. I mean, it isn't. I mean, it really depends on a person because some people don't. Religion doesn't mean. It depends on a person.
What is God fearing? What's the definition of God fearing? I know a lot of God fearing people that sin. So, what is the definition?
I'm guessing like having God as the center of your relationship.
Okay,
like
no, that's true. Then that's true. But I'm saying is like I feel like the reality is like you can be God fearing, but if you're not holding yourself as a man, like you have, taking care of your responsibility as a man, having a job, taking care of a woman, that God-fearing thing, it's not gonna I feel like that's like the Disney thing I was talking about. Like people say, oh, you gotta be God-fearing, being nice and this. Now the reality is like what's important is like if you want to really keep and date a woman nowadays is like take care of her, support her, make sure she's taken care of. Like I said, but if you're religious, of course, if you're religious, God-fearing is a big part of it. God is a big part of my life. But I know I could be God-fearing all I want, but if I'm broke and I don't have a job and I don't take care of myself, yeah,
blessed.
I'm just saying. So I'm just saying, yeah, that's important. No, it is important, but don't let that be the reality of. That's the only thing you're looking for in a relationship. because you're gonna be heavily disappointed. I feel like. What do you
I
guys think?
definitely think it could enhance the relationship.
Yeah,
Like,
Yes.
you have Jesus, if you have God, Buddha, Allah,
yeah.
Right.
all of them are good people. They project positivity.
Exactly.
If you have that surround in the middle of your relationship, man, invite me to your wedding.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, no, I definitely think I agree. It definitely enhances. I don't think it's an excuse.
Yeah.
To make, I don't think it's an excuse to say like our relationship is really good because we're God-fearing. But I definitely think if you both believe in something, it doesn't have to be God, but if you don't both believe in something of a higher power, then yeah, it definitely enhances the relationship.
Yeah. What about you, Tasha? What did you think about it?
Tasha's like, I'm atheist.
Whoa. I'm LDS. No, but
Inactive LDS.
that's a fact. I'll give you that one. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I'm the same boat as well.
But I think that, like, yeah, if you put like God as the center of your relationship, it does help you build a stronger foundation for your relationship. But like MK then said, like, that's not the only reason why your relationship is going to be good, because you do, in a relationship, you do have to work for that, and you are going to have good and bad days. But I do believe that, like, if you have God as a center, like, it does help you build a stronger foundation for your relationship.
Yeah, faithful
Definitely.
works, right? You can't have faith. Faithful works.
You're the devil. Well, at this point, you're just the devil.
No, it's reality. Like, you can have faith. You have to have faith. That's good. Like I said, I believe in God too. That's a big center of my life. But I do understand that you have to actually put in work.
Well, you have to make it believable. A lot of people just use it as like a false, like, they're hashtag blessed, and I'm so blessed, and I'm so this.
Yeah.
They're over there cheating on their wives and shit and putting hashtag blessed. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, and also, like, and for me, I feel like sometimes men and women too, like, just because they have the same beliefs as you, but they ignore all the other behaviors and traits they have.
Right.
Just because
Exactly.
they're God-fearing. So don't assume they're God-fearing, that they actually have all the values that they expect that person that is God-fearing.
Exactly.
Just because a guy or a woman say, I'm God-fearing, does not mean that they have those traits. So be realistic and look at their behavior, and don't just fall for that. Because we come from the Mormon church. It's become very religious. A lot of the younger girls, that's what they kind of teach you. Oh, the guy is in the same religion as you, and they fall for that. I see that all the time. So, like, just because there's a guy's in the same religion as you, same church as you, they say they're God-fearing, don't automatically assume that guy has all the traits that you're looking for. So I feel like, that's the way I see it. It's good to have that value, but you have to make your own judgment and opinion of your partner.
Peti done made everybody hungry on here.
I know. They're like, what is Peti eating?
I know. Everyone's eating.
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
hungry now. I'm about to go get
Am I
my
being
snack.
ratchet? I just didn't get to eat my wings.
It's all good, but yeah, guys. I guess we'll wrap it up and close it up for all you guys. And thank you so much for taking the time. And we'll definitely, everybody that's watching, thank you for tuning in. Are there people still watching, Tasha?
Yeah.
Oh,
Still comments coming in. Still comments coming in.
If you're still watching right now, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. First, please show some love and support. I will, if you didn't get to watch the full live, we'll post this on my YouTube channel. Because I would delete it from the Facebook and put everything on the YouTube channel so people can go back to it. But yeah, there will be a part 2. You guys down for part 2?
Part 2. Let's go.
Part 2.
We just gotta go find more mail to bring into the conversation.
Yeah. You gotta find at least.
Hey, for
Bring
those
some
who
masculine
about,
men.
Being friends with girls, we're gonna save that question for part 2.
You need to bring in 2 guys so there's equal ratio.
I'm telling
masculine, 6 feet, work.
Hey, remember all your friends that you said
have the list,
very well off? Remember all your friends you said were well off? Go ahead and invite them.
Low body count.
We're at only 3. Only 1 body count over here.
Good juju. Don't forget the good juju.
Yeah, the good juju. The good juju.
Juju.
Yeah, if you're watching this, you're a guy and you want to come on this podcast, invite you. I'll try to get some guys on here, but most of them are they were uncomfortable coming on and revealing everything.
Aw.
And so,
Well, I think that we should
Maybe
do
they're
more
comfortable
guys
now.
and like couples.
huh?
I think we should do more guys and like couples next time too. Just so
Wait.
we can get like different perspectives
Are you
from
trying
like
to get people divorced or what's happening?
we
no,
want the
that's
truth.
what they're saying though.
Let
That's
me know
that's
what you
the people
need.
want.
No, they're not
The
gonna say the
people
truth.
want like couples to like be on here
They're not
too.
gonna be honest. If you bring people with their couples, they're not gonna be honest. With what they're
Hard.
gonna
It's
say.
hard.
They're not gonna be
They
honest.
get off the Zoom and then they sleep in separate rooms.
Next minute divorce.
Yeah, and then you guys slide in.
And then the Kava Project has a divorce podcast. Okay. Shit.
Disclaimer: whatever happens after the podcast, all you.
They
That's
said
your
we have
choice.
to bring Calvin in next time.
We're not responsible for anybody's relationship problems after this podcast.
Anybody's choices.
We're not professionals.
We're not
like
professionals.
like I mentioned earlier, we're not professionals. We're not dating experts.
We don't have degrees in this.
Yeah, we just
I
give you
am
guys.
professional in some areas.
I mean,
We have experience in most
professional in something else.
Only three. We're very experienced in the after dark hours.
Yeah.
We're only experiencing the bubble hours out here.
Oh man, part 2 is gonna be great.
Can't wait.
All right, yeah, but if you're watching this and if you're a guy, yeah, if you're down, reach out to me on my social, and I am looking for more guys to be on here. But yeah, like I told you before, I reached out to some guys, and a lot of them were comfortable coming on here and be real. So, but yeah,
Don't let us intimidate you.
I am done.
We're independent. We're not your type
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
No, we're just
All right.
kidding, you guys.
That's good. But yeah, I guess to close it out, any final thoughts from all you guys, and what were your thoughts about our discussion today, our conversation today, and then what was your take on a lot of the things that we talked about in this podcast? Let's start with you, MK.
I think it was really good. I enjoyed myself, and I'm
Mhm.
happy to be a guest on it.
Mhm.
I still think guys can be friends with girls. That's my last thought in my mind.
Okay.
But yeah, this is definitely real stuff, real issues that people don't want to talk about or people are in disbelief of. I mean, and I think people need to hear. People need to hear what is actually the realities of our lives in this dating pool in 2021.
Mhm. Okay. All right. Tasha. Miss Demon Hours.
Okay, we're gonna change my name.
I told you.
Too many people are gonna start believing that. No, I had fun. I definitely agree with MK. This is definitely a discussion that needs to be had. You know, especially in the Polynesian culture, like we don't get to talk about this stuff openly. It's just something that's not really taught to us, and we're not really like that educated on. But I do think that it's healthy to have open discussions like this. You know, it helps give people an insight of like what it's like dating in today's world. So hopefully next time, part 2, we can have more guys and their input. You know, hopefully we can get a couple more guests to put on this input, because I mean it's a great discussion. So
yeah, I need some backup. I need some backup. I get overwhelmed sometimes.
if it makes you feel better, in the comment section, Calvin has been putting all his input on there. So
Oh yeah, Calvin.
he needs to be part of part 2.
All right, Calvin, hit me up on my DMs. Send me a message. And then Peti, what's your final thoughts about the podcast, everything?
Well, thank you. I'm so blessed to be a guest along with MK, along with Tasha, Hawaii, Seattle in the house. I've learned so much things I didn't even recognize before. And for those that are single and watching, keep doing you. And if you want to get married, do what everything Will said. It will happen.
Thank you.
Don't be surprised when people start sending you furniture pictures.
I'm like, are you moving out? All All right, so
Well,
yeah.
and I also want to say, like, I think you did a good job of picking the personalities for this because I think we worked out really well, actually. I had a good time with Tasha and Peti too. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it was a good group.
Yes.
Yeah. This is
Oh, yeah.
good group right here. Yeah, I think, like I said, from these are really good conversations. I want to say thank you so much for all you guys coming in, and thank you for being honest. You know, I did call you out sometimes. I feel like there were sometimes, but yeah, these are the discussions I really had, and I really appreciate it. And I feel like I think you guys can all agree with this. I think if the more honest we are, the better we are to attract the right relationship into our lives. So honesty is key. But besides that, yeah, I think we'll end it off with that. I'm just gonna finish it off with our little theme music. I'm gonna play it one more time, and then we're gonna just see. You guys can look at the comments and say comment to those comments people are bringing on live. But yeah, I guess we wait for part 2. If you guys are watching, part 2 will be coming soon.
Bring the popcorn. Bring the popcorn.
All right, y'all. Hey. Hey.
We are the meal.
Kava Club Podcast.
That was the podcast. After hours, baby. After hours.
Demon hours.
Demon talk.